following is a fictional game of Werewolf. No one was killed during the making of this game. To save time, here are some of the roles you'll see in this game.
Come out with something here, like, because since I'm recording and since I'm really bad at like spotting stuff, I have some extra help here today, so really watching you all the time, so he can spot you very easily.
Hi.
Hey, it's Chris here. I just wanted to jump in real quick and let you know that we had a lot of conversations that were irrelevant to the game at the beginning, so we cut out a little bit of time there, and I'm going to jump us in right to the first nomination here.
Third vote, and you're about to kill the Seer.
We have to have a nomination soon.
I'm gonna nominate Peter just to get him talking because he's been really quiet.
Sure.
Can I ask a quick
That's
question
surprising.
to the moderator first?
Is there a second?
Someone had
I will.
For Yahoo.
No, it's just an information thingy. I just want to get. Peter has been totally quiet since the game
Hold on,
started.
Chip. I think Chip had a question for Yahoo.
Yeah, we speculated about this given how the order changed, but it was meant to be that the town crier was going to be announced or determined by the moderator, as far as I understand, after the werewolves picked the minion. Is that something we can still count on?
No. I picked the town crier like as an original role set.
Oh, okay, so the werewolves could have picked the town crier regardless of the order.
That is correct.
Okay, thank you.
When they picked, they actually knew who he was this time.
Yeah, but the only
Okay,
problem
so we
is they
have a
actually
nomination
knew.
at a second. So should we go?
Yeah, that's the werewolves had extra information though that they shouldn't have had, which makes it tough.
Peter was.
We need Peter's defense.
Peter was picked.
Peter's
Wami
defense.
seconded, so Peter should talk.
Yeah, Peter's defense.
Yeah, well, the only thing I can say is that I do not agree with not killing anyone on day one, because we still have a chance of killing a werewolf. If we don't kill anyone on day one, we don't even have a chance of killing a werewolf on day one. And yeah, I just don't think that having one more person alive for day two is that much, is that important. I don't think so. I think it's more important to have another shot at the werewolves.
What is your defense? Are you a villager or?
Yeah, I'm a villager.
His eyebrow didn't go up.
I just started.
Okay, I'll count down. 3, 2, 1. So it looks pretty good.
2 thumbs up. Good job.
Gwami,
Oh yeah, that's right. Gwami counts twice.
Gwami, you can vote up and down.
Can he negate his vote?
His vote counts twice. He doesn't get 2 votes.
Oh, yeah. Gwami, you might want to change that drawing. That looked.
It looked a little phallic.
Okay, so Harryman, why did you vote down?
Just because I wanted to be different.
I like it.
There was no chance.
Chris, after that scene, I won't be able to kill you anymore after that.
Oh, that's all it takes? Sweet.
now your kid is going to come out every night.
I know. Kid, come on down. I want you to stand here. You to stand here.
I want to clarify on the old man. Is that going to die at night, or like we wake up and you're going to say the old man died?
I'm not going to say the old man died, but I will say, like, I'm just going to announce the deaths. The old man will be one of them, and it'll be the morning following the night that was the number of werewolves.
Yeah.
Maybe more than one death. It could be that, like, if the bodyguard saves the person the werewolf killed, and then the old man would never know.
Yeah, that's the. So in that case, the bodyguard could work against us.
What I was asking earlier is, if we think there's I keep hearing 4 and 5 werewolves. Like, I think it would be a good idea for the old man to come out the 4th night. That way, if they're alive the 4th night, we know there's at least 4 werewolves.
Yeah,
That's so true.
really.
Yes,
Fifth
exactly.
night, we can risk the 5th night. But even them not, like, even if they last till all the werewolves are left, and they die, it's just important to know that there's at least this many werewolves.
That's a good idea, actually.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
I will
on the-
point
Yahoo.
out that we're in nomination time, so we should probably be having another nomination.
Hey, Yahoo, real quick about the old man. Is it if like a werewolf dies, is it then he has less days to live?
No. It's the starting amount.
Starting number?
Initial number, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Want to nominate Chip just for the Saturday game?
No, Braden,
Wow,
Braden,
carrying grudges.
it's however many of you
That's
there are.
metagaming.
Is there a second?
I said it's however many of you there are.
Oh, shut up.
Is there a second for Chip?
Nobody?
No.
All right.
Speak for you,
Bobby's
Kwame.
doing it again.
I mean, like, I'll take care of it.
I think Chip's been. I think he's.
All right. So I definitely played with a lot of people that definitely believe in like it's a game theory optimal. We always talk as GTO to kill on the first day for all the reasons that Nick mentioned and other people mentioned. I do believe though that
Spoilers,
depends on the composition of the game, and I feel that this one is a fairly strong village favorite game.
Mhm.
Not necessarily village favorite. It's unbalanced because we don't know how many werewolves there are. I mean, there could be 8 werewolves. I don't know. But again, I would not be too upset if we don't kill anyone. I'm not saying we shouldn't kill and we should decide to not kill. But
why shouldn't we kill you?
Yeah,
I'm a
that's the
villager. You
important
could kill me. That's fine. But yeah, I do believe that every single time somebody talks, or even somebody like me is put on the stand, people get some information, some impression. Some people are good at reading people, etc. So that's it.
So I do need another nomination.
No, I think
I'm sorry. Go ahead and vote. And then it's me who we're voting for.
We're voting for Chips. You already know
I
how
didn't
it's
know
going
he
to
got
come.
a second. Okay.
Yeah, Kwame.
Kwame said for
That makes
sure.
sense.
But yeah.
1, 2, 3, vote. All right. Chip is
Did you not change that, Kwame?
Come on, Kwame.
Oh, that's fine.
Daniel,
remove the
I will need a
fingernail.
third nomination.
Daniel, why were you?
Joseph.
I voted down Chip because I don't like the theory that this game is balanced towards the villagers, and now we have to kill a villager. Isn't the villager gonna say that if it's balanced towards the villagers, then we want to stay balanced towards the villagers?
So
It's
I'm
a
sorry,
super
but we can't have any conversation now. We need to nominate or go to
Yeah,
bed.
I think Peter nominated Joseph.
Yeah.
Is there a
I
second?
don't
for that?
understand why, Peter, because this is the
I'll
third
second
game,
it, just so we
you
have a
gotta
good
be
vote.
sure that I'm a werewolf if you do this.
No,
Okay,
but
well, there was a
to do
second.
something.
So Peter is a werewolf for sure by now, because like the
Right.
nomination so quick on third, that it's really suspicious. You don't do that if you don't really if you have a suspicion of me, even.
I don't have a suspicion. We just need to kill anyone.
But you don't want to kill a villager.
So,
No, I don't know.
Who seconded it?
was that your defense?
I'd have seconded
Andrew Z.
Andrew, yeah.
Andrew's a werewolf too then.
Nope.
Okay, so I'm a villager, and I want the village team to win. And this move by Peter here, I don't know if it's personal because I think Peter might have misunderstood. Like because I nominated him, that was not because I have any suspicions of him. That was because I wanted him to say something because he's been quiet the whole game. So, like I think we've been playing a lot lately, and the meta
I know
builds
that.
up. So, like you want to get information from people, right? So that's really strange for the third vote. Like. You can kill me since I'm a villager. I guess I don't like that defense, but I don't know. I don't think you should kill me anyway because
Yeah, we
like
don't have to kill.
I don't like
I
the
don't
last
think we have
two
to kill.
nominations because
Well,
I
then-
think
that was so quick to jump on me like that. So
Well, then-
that's a really suspect. And if I die, if you kill me, then you know that Peter is a werewolf because I'm.
Yahoo said we had to go, so I'm just trying to move it along for Yahoo.
Let me throw this.
So
That
basically
was
we'll
too
do the
quick,
same
man. That
stuff.
was too quick.
no, that's yeah.
That
Let me
was too
throw.
quick, Peter.
Let me throw this in, if I may. By my calculations, there are 8 rather useful villager roles.
I might have one of those. I'm not going to say that, obviously.
There's like 9 or 10, and maybe even.
But I mean, there are eight
Yeah,
like
there's 8.
actually
Yeah.
valuable. Might
That's a
get more
lot.
information. We could have something more tomorrow. Whether people want to blurt it or not, I don't know. But if we're saying there's 4, maybe 5 werewolves, that means there's a total of 19 players that are innocent. So 8 good rolls, 11 other villagers that we don't want to kill. My suggestion is that we not kill anybody tonight because we're more likely to kill a villager and a useful person than we are to kill a werewolf.
I want to nominate John for mayor.
They're gonna start.
But you know what? Joseph
Well
argued
said.
against that. So.
I can say 100% that I'm a villager and I want this game to
John
win.
for the next mayor, guys. Okay. Let's
Okay.
go.
3, 2, 1. So there's, I believe, 25 players. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4,
I
5,
think you're safe, Joseph.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17. I don't need to count any further. If you want to take screenshots, that's on you. And we have 3 nominations, so that's night. Everyone, please close your eyes.
Don't forget to mute everyone.
And I will try to mute everyone.
Hey everybody, I just wanted to go over that night 1 we had some technical issues. Nobody died. What you'll notice is that the witch did save someone the first night. I won't go over who the witch is, you'll find that out later here in the video. But they did save Nick P from dying on the first night. Also, you'll notice people have been rearranged on the video. I hope the names through the first section of the video really helped you remember who they are. I'm not going to repost the names throughout the whole video, so hopefully that helps.
Hey!
Oh. That could mean
Man,
that.
I think that these werewolves are super cool. Let's let them live in this village.
So that could mean that the witch saved them, that the bodyguard saved them, or the alpha wolf changed someone.
No, they're just good.
I have to feel like the Alpha Wolf changed someone because
Okay.
that's
For
why he was messaging someone.
For clarification, the alpha wolf cannot change somebody, and only the night after a werewolf dies can the alpha wolf use their power.
Oh, okay. Okay, I didn't know.
So I will only
Okay.
wake up
So
the
the
alpha
alpha
wolf
wolf
on certain nights after a werewolf.
Yeah, he never woke up.
I was going to ask. I was like, did you even wake up the alpha wolf?
Yeah,
I don't
actually,
recall.
the witch,
Yeah, I don't remember the alpha wolf.
the
being
witch
woken
saved
Well,
Joseph, guys.
they don't need to be woken up until I guess that point.
A werewolf dies, yeah.
Oh, then the witch or bodyguard. Those are the only 2 I can think of. Are there
I'm
any
gonna go with the witch. The bodyguard is
Or the
so
priest.
the witch knows who was killed. Joseph was
Or
killed.
the priest. Or the priest.
Yeah, that's true. It could be someone
Didn't
that.
use the ability yet.
All right, as your mayor, I nominate Adam.
Okay. Any reason?
He's quiet.
He's muted.
And still muted.
Literally.
I'll second Adam.
Sorry if that was aggressive. I didn't mean to be jerky about it. Just
No, Ross, you're right, man.
No, that's-
You're right. It's all good.
Oh yeah.
So Adam, what's your defense?
I'm a villager. I do have one of the roles. It's not necessarily one of the better roles, but I do have a role. And
Adam always has a role.
later in the game, it's okay to kill me, but I don't think you should kill me just yet.
It's the same defense every time, and it's accurate every time.
Yahoo, do you know that we are voting?
Yes. 3, 2, 1.
Oh.
Oh, I see.
He took your role. He took your role.
Okay, so
Bobby.
whoever you voted for is safe.
Whoever we voted for.
Whoever.
Connor, was there a lag there, or did you wait to see everybody's?
No, I mean, I don't know if you've been watching. I've been in and out. My internet's not great right now.
Okay.
No, I was voting up.
I don't want to.
He has a role. I was voting up. I didn't even care if he's lying or telling the truth. I'm going to vote up if he says he's got a role.
I don't want to indicate. I just want to hear from Paul because he has not talked at all.
Yeah, he also voted
And
down on
maybe
the first
Chris
night.
is unusually quiet. So Paul, Ben, and Chris are the 3 people I would like to hear a little bit.
Kids, can you come back down here, please?
You have a full moon behind you, man. You this is the wrong background.
Yeah, I know, right?
You ask Paul. Let him talk.
Gonna go, kids. Cover that full moon for me, please.
Stand right here.
I'll
So,
say that
Paul,
I am a villager. There's second on I Paul haven't been nomination. talking as much because it's just kind of hard to get words in when there's 20 other people talking. I voted to kill just because you guys were championing the we should kill on the first night, and I'm still kind of a newbie at this type of stuff, so I just kind of was like, okay, well, third night we got to vote down then.
Don't listen to us, Paul. Whatever
Yeah,
we say,
we don't know what
don't
we're talking
listen to us.
Go with whatever your heart says.
Okay.
Don't feel the peer pressure.
Has anyone played with Paul before?
I was in the
couple games.
Saturday
I've watched him play.
before.
Or what? Yeah.
All right. So, I'm sorry. I'm trying to stay on top of things. I don't know where we are in the conversation, but I am going to need a second nomination.
I will nominate Dan just to hear he talk since it's the first night. At this point, I have no clue, so we just need information. There's some people that I can read that I don't know, and yeah.
This is the second nomination, by the way.
Who seconded?
That's for Yahoo, yeah, just to know.
Oh,
Chris seconded.
Thank you.
Who's this for?
Dan.
Herman.
Just to hear him talking, because we have one more
No,
night yet.
It's Ben, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to kind of take in what people are doing, what people are saying, observe. But I think it was John said it earlier. It feels like there's a lot of roles in this game. So I've that's why I've been voting to not kill people. Is I feel like our best chance as villagers is to try and use some of these roles as the game goes on. And if we just start killing people off, then we kind of don't really get that opportunity. So.
Yeah, so, okay.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Good one.
Really? Are we not killing anybody?
Okay, we're good.
Braden, why did you vote it down?
Yeah, I don't know. When he said us as villagers, I just kind of was like, I don't know.
Actually, I like it's a copy of Philco's of John's statement at the first day before we went to sleep, but it's actually true. That's what I'm leaning towards as well. So, for example, we had a very good luck in the first night and no one died. So we've got 2 nights where the Seer, hopefully he's good, is not the minion, or she has got some information, and that's cool. As long as we can elongate not killing anybody, I think it's better for us because there are a lot of
we gotta start killing people.
Yeah,
Because
but I mean, even
we do, but
But if we kill no one for 24 nights, then Seer will know everyone.
Yeah.
But we wouldn't.
At that point.
We still killing each other off is more of a let's say of a threat to us than the werewolves at the moment, because there are a lot of villagers with proper roles that we need.
No, because the werewolves can only kill villagers, but we can kill werewolves.
Mathematically, we are
That's
4
true,
times
but-
more likely to get rid of one of our own right now.
Yeah,
But somebody with an
that's my
important
thinking.
role on top
The
of
people,
it.
the people who are feeling strongly, the people
it's
who are
not for
feeling
every night.
strongly that we should kill somebody, I'm starting to suspect. So
Just
we are in the
killing
exact same
someone-
place that we were before. We have no more information.
Yes.
So
We can
normally
we
you
can
get
just-
somebody dead.
You
and
know,
then
you
we
want
would have
you want
some idea.
information? We can just take a vote on killing or not killing before the
that's
third
what I
night.
was thinking, but is this the third?
Let's just take a
This is
vote
the
on
third
killing.
nomination,
This is
so
the
if
third
we
nomination.
nominate
Then
for
I
no
wouldn't do
vote,
that.
then that will
Wait
be
up.
yes.
I didn't make the
Oh,
point,
you're gonna
guys.
count that as a nomination?
Guys,
Yeah.
we didn't make
So
the
I do
point.
need a third nomination, or we need to go to sleep.
Never mind then.
Caesar, what do you think? We know you're a villager.
Kwame, help
Oh,
me.
I think we should kill someone.
I need a voice.
Any suspicions?
Sorry,
Help,
Daniel.
Kwame.
Daniel, what are you saying,
I'm
Daniel?
still suspicious of
Oh,
Peter.
I never made my point, but never mind.
Okay, hold on a sec. Caesar was, what did you just say?
I said I have suspicion of Peter. That's about
Which
it.
I still don't understand.
Actually,
if
I
it
never
was
made my
because
point.
I nominated Joseph, I understand that was suspicious, but because of my logic, I don't think I should be suspected.
No, the point is, guys, we just having the werewolves kill one or 2 of us is enough information to be start our suspicions.
What's the
Daniel,
information
And
in
killing
there?
each other on the first day, it's just killing ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which is like every
That's my
other
point.
day.
And at this point, the only thing that has happened has been an advantage to the village team because we have
That's true.
like the special roles have more information and we're
Yeah,
getting closer
that's
to the
true.
old man.
That's true.
Like
That's why
finding out.
that's why I'm leaning towards this
Do
not
we want to
killing
vote
today.
no killing today?
I must also
Yeah.
say this that
Oh, you guys won me over.
Weekend is third vote.
like people
Yeah,
some
who
people
says
are
it
saying
count as a vote?
some people are saying that we are back to square one, but we're not. I have a
We're
whole
not.
list
We're
of
not
information
sure.
now.
We're not.
Seer has information.
Yeah, I have a lot of like tells on people and so on.
Hey, Yahoo, I want to vote
so.
to go to sleep. I'm
Okay.
nominating.
Is
Go
there
to
a
sleep.
second for that?
I'm tired. I'm tired.
I nominate Andrew.
That is fine. Well, so here's the deal. You've nominated it. It's been seconded. We don't really need to vote because after the vote we go to sleep. So the outcome. Do you want to vote on it so you can see how people vote for this thing that doesn't matter?
That's true. Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, it matters. If we don't vote for
Which
it,
way
we
is
go
up and
for-
down?
So it's up.
So
up
if
and
you
what's
would like
down?
to go to sleep, then if you want to not kill, or if you want to kill.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
So get two votes on this?
But no, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Yeah.
No matter
No,
what
you
happens.
go
in
Because
the
it's,
first place.
yeah,
The
this
mayor
is the
only
one
kills
you can
one.
vote up
Here's what's
and
going
one
on.
up, one down.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, vote.
I don't know.
Okay. Regardless of the outcome, we're going to sleep.
Remember to mute everyone as well. Yeah.
All right. Yes. Thank you. Okay, so the first thing that happens is the scavenger, but since nobody's died, that's still not happening. And then the second thing that needs to happen is the seer. So if my seer could wake up, and then they could let me know who they would like to know about. Okay, go back to sleep. Bodyguard, go ahead and wake up. And who would you like to protect? Okay, go back to sleep. Wolf or wolves? Go ahead and wake up and tell me who you'd like to kill. Okay, go ahead and go back to sleep. Okay, the alpha wolf doesn't need to wake up. Witch, I will inform you of who is going to die. Would you like to save them? Okay. Would you like to use your kill potion? Okay. Who would you like to kill? Okay. Go back to bed. And if my priest could wake up, would the priest like to bless a player? Okay. What player would you like to bless? If you said you would like to bless a player. Okay. Go back to bed. Cult leader. Who would you like to add to the cult? I'm sorry, you're writing very small. Thank you. And that's everything. So everyone can wake back up. All right. So we've had our first kill finally. Nick, unfortunately, has been killed. So with that, and I have to send a couple messages. You can go ahead and discuss.
Was he a villager?
Yes, Nick was a villager.
So I'm gonna remind you, Yahoo, just to be sure about the drunk because it's day 3 morning.
Thank you.
I think this way so you can send me messages.
All right.
Yeah, I just say that it could be. I mean, I understand if it's confusing for Yahoo with all these roles and people.
Yeah, I was going to be really impressed if he made it through the whole night not messing something up.
I find it weird that they killed Nick because Nick was suspicious over him. Either the werewolves were afraid of him.
Which is
That is
legitimate,
weird.
'cause
That is
he's
a weird kill. I can't get a read on that weird. That was a very weird
Okay,
kill.
so who was Nick going after? It was Connor, right?
No, he wasn't going after me. He was just defending.
No,
me.
he was not
But
going after
you
me.
were
but he was
trying
just
to kill
being-
somebody the first.
If anything, I was going after him.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
I'm saying he was just being vocal. That's a weird kill. Like,
It's also weird because he originally was one who wanted to kill people, which you think the werewolves would like.
Yeah.
I don't want to mess that too much, but yeah.
Actually, after this, he disappeared for now. I forgot that this thing moved. But after when we vote for kill or no kill, I was actually surprised when he vote kill, and I almost got suspicious about him. If he hadn't died, I would be suspicious of him a little bit. But and I have to say, this thing of not killing every night, I'm sorry, but it's a little ludicrous. I mean, we need to start killing people.
Well,
Right, because we've got the cult leader to worry about too.
last night.
We were not killing because first night we didn't have any deaths.
But if
why
you become a
we
cult
didn't- we
member,
were
you
not
do
killing.
win with the cult leader.
Well,
True, the cult is growing.
Yeah,
I'll
the cult is
say
growing.
using a vote to go to sleep kind of defeats the purpose of not killing people. Because you want
Yeah,
to use votes
it's
to try and
it's usually 3 votes plus that vote.
Yeah, it feels like we're
that
being
vote, and then
crippled
if
by the
it
number.
gets-
We're being crippled by the number of villager roles. It's keeping us. It's giving us an anxiety to not kill anything, and the game isn't moving forward. And I think it's actually helping the werewolves because the
Guys,
werewolves,
it was only 2 nights we didn't kill anybody.
And it's really only the
without him.
one night because
I
there was
agree.
no
It's
kill
only
the
one
first
night
night. So
tonight. We are
I don't
going
think
to
it's a
kill
big
someone.
deal one way or the other.
Yeah,
But
but
I'm not mad that we didn't yesterday.
I know on the risk of getting suspicious, we get a lot of information when people get killed. There's a lot of information thrown out by the way people are acting, everything.
What
Like,
did we find
kills
out
are
by Nick?
big
What did we
source
find
of
out?
information.
What did
The
we find
werewolves
out
find
from
out
Nick
more.
being killed?
That it's probably not Gil or Joseph.
You think?
Which could have killed Nick, right? Like,
I don't think so.
It's
I don't
possible.
think so either, but it's a possibility.
That early in the game is such a big gamble.
Yeah,
There are
that
people
doesn't make sense mathematically.
There are villagers that
That's
have
how it has to be
extra
protected as
information
well.
right now.
I just want to
Say that again,
clarify,
Chip?
Yahoo.
What?
If the witch's powers are used up, the scavenger won't be able to use them later. It's kind of the same with
When the
Frankenstein.
scavenger gets the roll, they would have one of each.
Also, regardless, that's different from Frankenstein because Frankenstein
That's only if the witch die, right?
wouldn't get.
Not if.
Yeah, the witch,
right,
the witch
exactly.
would have to die for the
Yeah.
scavenger to have the power.
Yeah.
But what
Which
Andrew's
day
saying is
is
if the
this?
witch
This
uses
day
both
three?
her powers.
Yeah, this is
This is
day
day
3.
three.
So does anyone want to come out as
I
being
go
drunk?
back to the old man thought because we are getting closer to that day 4, day 5. When do we think that person, if they are still around, should come out? Because I think
Day
that
4.
probably
I think day 4 as well.
Tomorrow.
Okay.
But does anyone want to come out as being drunk if you're just a villager?
Not drunk yet.
I'm fresh out.
Okay, so we can assume that the drunk was not a regular villager.
I know we were running
Yeah.
out of time the one night because Yahoo wanted nominations, but Gil had picked, I think, 3 people that he wanted to hear from. I think we only heard from one of those 3, if I remember.
We heard 2. We heard Paul and Ben.
Ben.
I didn't hear. Chris made a joke, but he didn't talk much. I think I would add Harriman at this list
Yeah,
because I haven't
Harriman.
heard from him yet.
and Ryan.
There's no when I tell those names, don't get suspicious of
No,
those.
no, no.
It's just
Yeah,
I want
I-
to hear from those people.
I agree.
Yeah.
I like hearing from everybody.
And Trey.
Yeah, Trey.
I mean, I always
Oh,
get
no.
suspicion
Never-
from my wife for being
Never
quiet.
do Trey. He's gonna reveal his role, guys.
Oh no, I just.
Let's hear it, Trey.
I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. Don't do.
Actually, JoJo's been very quiet too.
Bye.
Hi.
Yes.
She says, "Oops."
I don't think I've been that quiet, but okay.
You talk a little bit.
You haven't
Joe has
come
been-
in with as much comments. as usual.
She's not the 10 of this game, so.
What a villager did.
Tanner, yeah.
Ryan's been quiet too.
Yeah, I mean, I've been talking a little bit, not very successfully, not at the same time as other people, but a little bit.
Whoa, that's weird.
I do feel like it would be good to kill some people just to move the game along, because it has been a long time, and I don't have all night. But other than that, I think we have learned a lot of information, and I think it's been good for us so far, so I haven't been too upset.
The problem is at this point, most of us want to kill, but don't know who to actually kill.
Yeah. Yeah.
And everyone's too scared to nominate.
So if a werewolf wants to come out for us and we can kill them, that'd be good.
Yeah. Anyway.
You'd help the game move along. Come on now.
Nominate Chip.
Okay.
I'll second. I thought about nominating Chip. Since it's to move the game along, he's the only person I'm suspicious of as of now, and that doesn't.
As well as me.
The only one I'm suspicious of.
But because I'm just gonna second because it's the first vote, I'm not 100% sure, so I just want to hear him talk again.
I agree.
Because just because I don't trust myself because Daniel got involved in that conversation. I want to
All right,
hear.
I'll third it. Now shut up.
Well, I have one thing to say before anything else, which is that I have finished sending messages, so everyone should check their messages.
I have to pretend I'm checking my message.
All right. So am I on the stand?
You are.
Well, it's the first night, so I thought you should be good. I just want to hear from you again.
It's fine. And I'm sorry, I keep switching between I'm rebooting my laptop and I'm like now on my phone. So I see you guys one at a time. I do agree that to a certain degree, my voting on the last vote didn't quite make sense. But I don't know, I was genuinely annoyed by the whole, particularly by Nick pushing like, oh, we need to kill, like, I feel like the entire first day was 90% like Nick and Joseph talking about whether we should kill or not. So while that was an important point, it was a little bit of a wasted like day. So at the end of it, I was like, oh, it's kind of ironic that one of the two that were involved the most got nominated. So I was like, all right, I'll vote to kill, even though my preference was definitely not to kill on that first day. Now, leaving that aside, what I wanted to say is how things evolve. Definitely, there are some villagers that have extra information. Whoever saved somebody the first night, likely the witch, knows, for example, if Nick was the target to begin with, if they were targeted again the second night. That's kind of interesting. I don't know if that was the case or not. And I don't think anybody should come out and reveal anything what they did unless they used both powers or something. But I do believe that we as villagers, we've accumulated more information, or at least specific people. The scholar probably got more information, et cetera, et cetera. So I think we should be in a decent spot. But yes, we do need to start killing. I am still a villager.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Okay. You're good.
Wow. That was pretty split.
Wow, really, right? Is it just me? I mean, Chip, no hard feelings, dude. I like you. I like how you play, but today you're like bouncy. You're on the other one side and then doing the other side. I don't understand.
Very hard to.
I've never played with them before.
It's hard for
so
me.
hard with new players because I don't know, like, I don't know.
Holy Chip. Yeah, Jojo, am I right? He was like one side before, now he's in the other side. I'm like, Chip, what are you doing to us? I'm mind blown.
Have you played with him before?
No, I haven't. Or maybe one game. I'm not sure, but he's really a good player. I like him. I like how he plays. But today I don't understand him. This is something new.
I will need another nomination.
I want to nominate Andrew actually, because the first night when we noticed that Peter nominated Joseph, Andrew was pretty quick to second it. And
that's because I was telling us to go along, so I was trying to help move along. So I was just trying to get people's votes. But
I'm always a little more suspicious of people who second votes. Sorry, Guami. Than people who actually nominate, just because it's an easy way.
I was just getting ready to second your nomination.
Hey, you do it, Guami. I'll second myself. How about that?
Oh, wow. That's
take that.
new.
Because I know I'm not it, so go ahead.
There has been a second, so go ahead and defend yourself.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm just a villager. And I only, as I said, I only voted or seconded just because Yahoo, you're saying we need to get going. And I figured more votes, more information, so I was hoping to get more votes as fast as possible. But I am definitely not a werewolf.
Okay, let's go ahead and vote. 3, 2, 1. Oh, it looks like we might have our first kill.
Wow. Did I read him wrong?
Wow. What?
Nope, it doesn't look like it killed him. 1.
Can we just go back because this is important vote? Can we just get fingers back?
There were 9 down. 1, 2.
Thank you. That's enough. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Before we go to the third vote, I have some stuff to tell you guys. Sadly, I'm obviously older than I thought, and I was also drunk. So I was a bit late on sending the drunk. That's why. So basically, I was drunk and I'm the old man. So I will probably die tonight or tomorrow. We don't know how many werewolves there are, right? The werewolves could choose to kill me tonight, which I think would be stupid of you to do, because that's wasted. I'm gonna die anyway. But you decide that. I'm gonna give you a few things here before I go away. So first of all, when nobody died on the second night, I am 100% sure that the bodyguard protected me. I don't know if that tells you anything, but I pointed at myself. I was already, Peter was after me. That's probably the thing. I'm 100% sure that Peter is a werewolf because there's no way he would second nominate me on the third like that. You don't need to defend now. I'm just going to go through things and then I'm going to die because I'm old. So yeah. Then I have suspected werewolves from me. Daniel, definitely. Andrew, Paul, Braden, Ross, Chris, and Chip. That's my suspected werewolves. Suspected good people are
Wait, can you say the list again? Sorry, I didn't. I was
Daniel,
looking at the screenshot.
I'm going to make a super bold play here and confirm that I'm not a werewolf because I am actually the denier. Or the denier, whatever. The morgue dude.
I'm a diseased villager. You don't want to kill me. Werewolves.
Wow, everyone.
Throw in village.
Yep.
Who said you're jumping in, Guami?
So you have Daniel.
So Joseph, are you still on that? Then I'm a werewolf.
I didn't get all the names. Daniel, Andrew.
I'm a diseased villager, guys. So you shouldn't kill me if you want to save a kill.
Okay. Does the deceased know that they're deceased?
You're a very bad villager for saying that out loud. Because
you shouldn't come out with that if you're a villager.
Why? Why?
Because you do want to get killed, so that the
want to get killed by the werewolf.
Yeah, the werewolves. If they kill you, they lose.
Want the werewolves to kill you.
Or you know a villager in the with you. That's with you.
We only got 2 kills we didn't get to kill the next night. It was important not to kill you.
Why would you kill me?
Daniel's lying because I'm the cursed villager.
You're a cursed villager.
Daniel is probably a wolf.
This was interesting. I was just throwing things out to get reaction.
I want to play a bold move.
Okay,
I want to hear your list.
Sorry, I retract my statement. I'm not the cursed villager. I'm the cursed mayor.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Of course you are.
Thank you for clarifying.
Did Joseph repeat his suspected list a second time? I did not get it.
Sure. It's obviously just based on me playing like a lot of werewolf lately. So Daniel, I am a little bit suspect of still. I don't know. Peter, definitely. Andrew, I'm not really sure, but I think he might be a werewolf. Paul is probably a werewolf. Braden is such a good player, so it's hard to tell. But he's on my werewolf list. Paul, I said Paul. Ross was trying to speed up the game. It could be because he has other things to do in his real life, but it could also be that he's a werewolf and he wants to kill people. I don't know. Chris is always silent, but I'm always a suspect of Chris, so he's on my werewolf list. I just type him down at the start of the game. And then
true story.
And then we have Chip, which I don't even remember now, but he's on my werewolf list for some reason. I put him down there.
So that's 9.
Yeah, then we have the good people, which is definitely John and definitely Jill. So
And Caesar.
So Gil, this is how it's good that when I reveal.
Why
early
are
that
you
I'm the
addressing?
disease.
Wait. Why are you addressing me first?
Who said that I was? It was bad for me to say that I'm the diseased villager.
Everybody.
I think we all agree on that.
Oh no, it was true.
Everybody
No,
said
it's not. It's not. No, it's not true. This is why. This is why my thinking. Why I just went out because Joseph makes me a target. Now, if you kill me, you lose. You will never believe me ever, unless I reveal. You will never believe me.
Yeah.
Then you wasted a kill. Then you wasted a kill. And also you wasted an...
No.
Just a second. Can we get a clarification, Ruth?
Daniel is
hear
not
me
the
out?
first target, guys. Daniel is not the first target. Go
Can you
after
hear me
Peter
out,
first.
please? Hear me out. Hear me out, and then decide what you're gonna do, or if my play was bad or not. So, if you kill me now, and it's the third nomination coming. If you kill me now, you lose. The village loses. I lose, right?
With
and
20...
it's a wasted nomination. It's a wasted kill. Then, if you do not kill me,
an automatic loss. I don't understand.
It's an automatic loss
because if I die by night, it's good
Daniel,
for
you
the
will
village.
never die because if you are the diseased villager, the werewolves will never target you at night.
Great. Well, I will never die. I will always be
But that means you are also potentially a werewolf lying.
Okay, sure.
Sure.
Then you can check that and lose a great role. Who other will say that he's the diseased? Whatever.
They don't want to expose them.
No one will.
At this point, if everyone is
Right.
targeting you now for saying that, I don't think the real person would say that if you aren't the real person.
Yeah, the
No.
real
Unless
disease
they're
should
common.
not
You
come
are
out.
a
That would be
werewolf,
bad
dude.
for the village.
Why is this a bad play? I don't understand again.
But if
This
he
is the
hasn't
best
checked him,
play.
the Seer could check him tonight.
So
Did
before
we-
we started this, Perryman had a nomination. Who did you want to nominate?
Yeah.
'Cause I know like right before I did.
Daniel. I nominated
All right,
Daniel.
That's why I said who I am. That's why I said that. Because I know that I'm going to be the target. And it's fine. You're wasting a kill. It's fine.
Quick question, Harriman, didn't you say you were the diseased?
No one said that. No one said that.
Bonnie did.
Bonnie did,
said he
but
was
Bonnie
the-
claims
Well,
everything right.
Don't listen to Gwami.
Why would I shut myself up and just let you?
It's just like it's so weird that you came out as a disease, though. Because
why is it weird?
You're
killing me for
people
You
to know that
with
you're
the role and you
diseased.
don't understand it, but it's very bad for the village. If you are.
Why, Chip? Why? How do I not understand that? You're killing me on the third nomination. I'm useless for
He's
the
the
village.
one where if the werewolves kill him at night, they don't get to kill the next night, right?
That's true. How do I not understand that?
If that's true,
If you kill me at third nomination, I'm not useful
Daniel,
for the village at
okay,
all.
here, Connor, for a second. Go ahead, Connor.
So we're gonna have to.
If we vote him out, his power does not work. Why would we do that? Fine. The werewolves don't kill him. We miss out on that. But we have a good person with us the rest of the night.
Until the end of the game. What's the problem here?
Again,
I'm sorry, but
voting
we're gonna
out
have to
a
vote.
villager. Why would we ever do that? That
The
makes
opinions have
no
been heard.
sense.
We need to vote.
Thank you,
Did
Connor.
someone second?
I mean,
No
come
sense.
on.
Yeah, someone
Absolutely no
said
sense.
I'm sorry, who are we voting on?
Daniel.
Who seconded Daniel?
Who seconded me? No one seconded though.
Gwami
Who
did.
seconded me?
I did not second.
No one seconded.
Oh,
And now second.
Was it? Okay.
who seconds?
Of course, Peter did.
Peter said he did.
Oh.
Daniel, you're killing me, man. You're killing
Am
me.
I? Okay, sure. Whatever.
All right.
I don't know
You're
if you can
killing
trust
yourselves,
me.
guys. You're killing
Vote.
yourselves. I'm not killing anybody.
We voted, Gil.
Gil's
frozen.
frozen.
He
Got a
froze.
big smile.
He's happy whatever he
Thanks, Gil.
Oh, if it's a close vote, it could
Not
be.
a close vote. It's safe.
No.
Yeah.
He's safe.
I'm
Right.
interested.
Yeah, I think he's safe.
Survives.
Hey, Andrew, you
Put your
said you
hand
were
down,
the.
Gil.
All right, let's go to sleep.
That was the second vote.
That was the second vote.
Oh,
I thought that was the third.
No, that was the third.
That was the
for sure.
second one, wasn't it?
I was the
did we
second.
not vote on Andrew?
Andrew
Yeah.
was the second.
I was the second.
Yeah, that was the
That
third.
was
Yeah.
the third.
So it was the third.
Oh.
Okay.
Can somebody
was
tell
the
me what
first
happened? My Zoom.
So
So
Chip was the
we
first one
argued
and
about
the second one.
Daniel for a
survived, and
while,
now we're
and then we
going back.
voted not to kill him,
Okay.
and we're going to bed. All right, that was an interesting and controversial day. So the scavenger. All right, these are the roles that you have to choose from. Okay, if you could choose if you'd like one of them. Thank you. Okay, if the seer could wake up. And if the seer could ask about someone. Okay. And if the bodyguard could wake up. And if the bodyguard could suggest who they'd like to protect. Okay. Go back to sleep. If the werewolves, or wolf or werewolves could wake up and decide who they'd like to kill. Okay. If the werewolves could go back to sleep. And if the witch could wake up, this is who is going to die. And would you like to save them? Okay. Would you like to use your kill potion? Okay. Well, who would you like to kill if you've chosen to use your kill potion? Okay. Witch, go back to bed. The priest could wake up. Would the priest like to bless someone? Okay. Who would you like to bless? If you've chosen to use it. Okay. Go back to bed. And if lastly my cult leader could wake up and tell me who is joining the cult. Alrighty. All right, that's everything. If everyone could wake back up. And sadly, I have to inform you that Ross has died. And also, Joseph has died.
Oh.
What is that, fourth night?
Villagers.
Yeah, that's Fortnite.
Were they both villagers,
Or
Yahoo?
werewolves?
I will confirm that in a minute.
Today's the 50 days, or
this is the fourth day.
Yeah.
Fourth day. Okay, so there's 3 werewolves.
Okay. And they were both villagers, right?
No, we start on a night, right? So it would be the fourth night, then the fourth day?
So we start on night 0.
0.
Oh, okay. So there's 3 werewolves?
Were they both villagers?
Yeah.
Either that or the villager or the werewolves killed
Killed him.
Joseph and the witch killed Ross.
Can we get a confirmation on if they were both villagers?
They were both villagers.
Andrew said he was the denier, so wouldn't he know if Joseph was the old man?
I'll let you know in a minute.
You wouldn't find out tonight.
Next night, right?
Yeah, but remember.
So I'm gonna
he
just
also-
say these 3 names right now. Chip, I've been suspicious of you pretty much the whole game. I'm absolutely still suspicious of you with the Daniel thing. Harriman, definitely you, and Peter. I literally don't understand.
Peter, I am suspicious of Chip. I'm not. I think he's playing it bad.
I misunderstood.
He's
Can you say that
miscalling
again?
my roles and his his defenses. They're just plain bad. I'm
You
sorry,
said
Chip, but
you
that's
are
what I'm
or you are
thinking.
not suspicious of Daniel?
At me?
Yeah, you said yes.
No, I'm not. I am not suspicious. Unless somebody else is the diseased villager and wants to come out and say it,
Why would anyone come out as a diseased villager? That it doesn't make sense.
How doesn't
That would be a double
No, no,
benefit.
no. Listen,
For me, it
listen.
doesn't. Sorry.
We have to remember that villagers are good, whether they're a normal, non-roll villager or roll. I don't
getting
care.
But villagers who
That's
lie
not how it works.
are bad.
Villagers need to leverage their.
I'm getting
I'm in
word from the
trouble.
Almighty. I'm
Oh,
getting
here we
word
go.
from the
Here we go.
Almighty that Ross was a scavenger and that Joseph was the old man.
Jesus.
Well, we're in deep trouble
That's
then.
bad.
We lost the scavenger. That's
Oh,
huge.
what's a
That's
scavenger
bad.
again?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
That's really
that means
bad.
that werewolf caught on that somehow. But how?
Is that the
wasn't
first
talking at
information
all.
you've received?
That might have just been an assumption. Or they might have just guessed and guessed right. That's happened sometimes with people where they guess the right person.
Right.
So I'm sorry, you said Nick was the scavenger?
No, Nick was just a villager.
Oh, Russ was a scavenger.
Ross was scavenger, yeah.
So
I think the only reason I would suspect Daniel is that he's being extreme. The fact that he's so vocally convinced that it was the right play to say, and doesn't.
Wasn't it, John? Wasn't it?
I think that's all right.
Can I jump in for a second? Oh, let me just. So, I nominated Daniel because I thought it was a terrible excuse because my handwriting is terrible. I thought if the disease dies, they get 2 kills, but if they don't get a kill, so I'm taking back that nomination. But his defense convinced me.
Can someone
His
please
defense
explain
convinced
to me how my play is bad? I don't know. Just explain to me.
I have a question.
Daniel's right. Daniel's good. I trust him.
What if somehow the
good
Cub
and
and
bad.
Daniel died in the same night?
It's good because you're safe for the rest of the game as long as you're diseased. It's bad because
Yeah, I feel like that was a selfish
the
move.
werewolves will get
At
it.
least if
will
no
kill
one dies
everybody.
at a night, you also know you drill down the information.
Yep.
You can be safe that if they didn't kill me, if I didn't die and no one died the next night, then it means that Bodyguard is here. Maybe the scavenger who's not already here, we know that he's dead. Or if we believe Andrew, I believe him. So yeah, it gives you even more information.
So Daniel, the way
I don't
this
know
works,
how is it bad.
it's a game of tempo, meaning villagers need to leverage their abilities when they have abilities. The power of your ability is to
die.
To die at night, is to prevent a kill from. So you being like useful, taking notes.
If you kill me during, listen to me. If you kill me,
I think what
if you kill me during the day and someone dies in the next night, and then the next night, if you kill me during the day, the village,
No.
which was the third nomination, and then I die the next day, someone dies the next day, and then the next day, you are in a minus, not in a plus.
He's got a point.
So leverage that. Leverage that now. Remember?
So yeah, I'd rather have him
you
alive
understand me?
than to have us vote him off and not know.
I agree.
I agree.
But Connor, I agree with your suspicions. Chip going back and forth was very suspicious, and Peter's quick nomination.
Yeah.
He's on my list too. I'm not sure who your third one was, but
Well, I
those are
said
the ones
Harriman,
that.
but Harriman explained, and
Yeah.
saying he's
Yeah,
good.
I don't have more than suspicious of those two, but
Yeah.
I agree with you.
I want to go back to the thing that Chip keeps talking about with, we don't want to, the werewolves don't want to kill you. If we had voted Daniel out, then his power was useless anyway. So even if he didn't come out, and
he came out, he wasn't even
voted
nominated.
him out.
At
He
the
didn't
time
come
he
What do
came
you
out,
mean?
he was
No,
not
I was
nominated.
nominated. Harriman nominated
you
me.
were,
That's
you
my
were
problem. I
nominated. You
nominated
defend
him.
yourself before the second. Before
Can
the
we get a
second
discussion?
Which is
Other
better.
than
Which is
this?
better. Which is better
Yeah.
than to waste
Yeah.
the nomination.
Maybe we should just move on.
Can we please get a
Maybe some
discussion
more.
Yeah,
other
let's
than
do it.
this?
Let's
I
do it.
nominate
Yes.
to move on.
I'll second that.
There's people who are really good at this game that cannot speak because you're all arguing about Daniel. I'd like to hear from like Trey, Caitlin, JoJo, Jess, Braden. I think you guys are good. You have good reads on people. I'd like to hear what you have to say.
Thanks, Adam. I was only good last night because you ran such a great game. Such a good game. I know. I'm like, for those who haven't played with me, I like to be quiet at the beginning just so I can get a read on people. I think I'm with you guys and Chip and Peter still. I'm still on the Peter train. I told my husband this morning when I was on our way to work, I'm like, I promise I'm not going to accuse you of a werewolf to start the game. So try my best not to accuse my husband today. So I'm still with like Chip and Peter. Normally I do every game we play. I'm always like against him. I have to be. But
Who is your
He's a
husband?
crier.
I'm
Caesar
the
is
good
my.
guy.
Oh, he's over there on my screen. But Caesar is my husband. So
Quick
Those who
question:
don't
Was
know.
it Peter who seconded my nomination of Daniel?
Yeah.
Yes.
It was.
So yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Because I just don't agree with that.
I know. I'll nominate Peter then. I don't know. There's something about it that.
I'll second that.
Yeah, I would. Okay.
A lot of seconds.
All right, Peter, did you want to defend yourself?
Who seconded that?
Sure. What do I say? You already suspect me
Everybody
of a werewolf. I am not a werewolf. I mean, you can kill me. It won't hurt the village, I think. But I think we should rather just, the way that I wanted to kill Daniel, because as I said in the previous game, I would rather kill someone that we have some information on than kill someone that we have no information on, because that most of the time the silent people are the seers, at least at the beginning. So I'd rather kill someone that is vocal and talks about anything than just someone that is silent.
All right.
At this point,
Thumbs.
I'm not suspicious either of Peter nor Chip. I just think that they're figuring it out badly.
2, 1.
It's a hard game, dude.
Vote.
Oh.
1,
The
2.
others,
Bobby,
the
we
other
can't
guys
see
are-
yours.
I can't see yours, Kwame.
They're down.
Double
5,
down.
There you go.
7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 14. 14 is enough to kill. So Peter is dead. Peter is a werewolf.
Yeah.
Sorry, I am such a bad moderator. Terrible moderator. He is a villager.
Thank God.
Hey, he was the minion. He was the minion.
Peter
Sorry,
looked
Chris.
shocked when he was called a werewolf.
I know.
Like, I'm taking your role as werewolf killer. I just feel like
I'm sorry. I'm gonna
Yeah, just made
eventually
an
stop
honest
making mistakes. If we could go to sleep.
Oh, like what?
Okay.
All right. Okay. So the scavenger. These are the roles that are available to you, and if you could choose which one you would like. Okay, scavenger, go back to bed. Seer, who would you like to learn about?
Hey, are we muted?
No, I will do
Not
that
really.
immediately.
Great.
Okay. Next would be the bodyguard. Bodyguard, who would you like to protect? Thank you. You can go back to sleep. Wolf or werewolves? Who would you like to kill? All right, thank you. Close, the alpha wolf almost got to act, but no. Anyway, the witch. I'm going to inform you who's going to die. Would you like to save them? Okay. And if you'd like to use your kill potion, who would you like to kill? Okay. So next up is the priest. Who would the priest like to add to their cult? The priest. Can you not hear me?
You asked if the priest could add somebody to their cult. I think the priest needs to bless and the cultist needs to add member to their cult.
I'm sorry. Yes. Priest, adding to the cult. Yeah, so the priest blesses. Yeah, sorry. Okay. And then lastly, the cult leader. Cult leader gets to add someone to the cult. Okay, thank you. And that is everything. So there were some deaths at night. Jess died, and Daniel died.
Oh, okay.
Can you tell that, Rose?
Jess was a villager, and Daniel was a villager.
All right. So before anybody talks, I need to bring out information before everything. Okay. I'm sorry, Daniel. I just killed you because I thought it was not very helpful to the village, that argument. We're wasting too much time. I'm the witch. I didn't think, I know it might be harmful later on. I just think it was being detrimental to the whole village thing. And I know Connor and some other people will hate me for that, but I just think we just need to move it on. I saved Nick the first night, and then they pick him the second night again. For some reason, I think maybe they were afraid of him. And I just killed Nick because we waste like 18 minutes talking about Daniel, and I just think we need to move it on from that conversation. That's the whole reason. I was a little suspicious. I didn't believe him to the end. Part of me was still thinking he was the werewolf because he's such a good player. And maybe I made a mistake, but that was the call that was mine to make. So I'm sorry to the village that he was a villager, but I have no power anymore. So I just thought I might as well come out, and then at least we get that out of the way.
Andrew, can you confirm that information?
I can hear notifications.
I don't know which one to mute. I can't.
It's probably Discord, and Discord is super obnoxious.
Oh my god, I was looking
I've
all over
muted
my
everything.
stream for like, where's my Discord open at? I can't find it.
Andrew, what was Jess and Daniel?
So Jess was the priest. So
Jesus. Oh, we lost the priest.
So Daniel was the villager.
Yeah, maybe we don't want to tell like important roles from people that died.
We don't want the werewolves to know when the seer's dead.
We lost 2 people 2 nights in a row, right?
We did.
Yeah.
So, obviously, we know this night was a werewolf and Gil.
The last one was old man.
So here's what I have. The werewolf killed Nick the first night, and I saved him because I didn't think he was a werewolf. It was a gut thing. I thought it was too early to use my power, but something told me Nick wasn't a werewolf. But then they killed him on the second night, and that told me that he was. Well, we know now he's not the werewolf. Then they killed Ross the third night, and that was it. And then
Yeah, the old man died.
Jess died last night, and then I killed Daniel by mistake. I just there was something in me that I was still. Yeah, that's it.
And do we think Joseph just died because he was the old man?
I think he was the old man.
Yeah, we think so.
That's the only
We
reason I
had
have 2 kills.
we had 2
so that's
deaths
alright.
on that night. Yeah.
Okay, so what was that day? Like, how many werewolves would that be then?
3.
Werewolves.
3.
And the minion. We still have the minion out.
Okay.
So here's what I think right now. Based on the last 2 werewolf kills, it really feels like they're going after quiet people. Jess didn't really say a whole lot, didn't throw suspicion at people. Ross, same kind of thing. So I'm letting
I was surprised they killed Jess, actually. I wasn't expecting.
They're kind of doing it.
I consider Jess as a werewolf. So
I think they're doing it because it's random. We don't have anything to read. Those kills mean nothing. No, they didn't throw suspicion at anybody. Like, I really think being quiet is detrimental right now to the village team.
Can we just get a clarification? Was Peter a villager?
Yeah.
He was a villager.
Okay.
Oh,
Yahoo wasn't.
yeah.
Wasn't
He was a
clear
villager.
there.
Yeah. Yahoo said Werewolf messed up and is a villager. And
Okay, just wanted. And what did you say? Did you say he had an important role or not? I'm not even asking you what role he had.
It was not important.
Okay.
I did say Peter was a villager.
He's a villager.
If that's still a question.
Yeah, you did.
And the alpha wolf gets to pick somebody to be a wolf. Once the first wolf dies, what's the alpha wolf do?
Yeah, we will get a fourth werewolf.
Yeah, there's got to be three. Wolf killed one, and then
No one is clear by now.
Here's a question nobody asked. Why do you think Gwami is still alive?
Because we like him.
Our mayor?
He's always alive.
Yeah. I'm the mayor.
You're doing a good job.
He's got 2 votes, and he's only voted down when it was right.
Who voted down Peter again? I know I did. Caitlin did. Trey did.
I did last time.
I did.
Most people did.
I vote him up because I thought he'd made another mistake. Clearly, I'm not on my best judgment tonight. So
I
I'll
did
take
too.
whatever I say.
I voted him up. I actually believed him.
Peter was a villager.
He
so
convinced
you did a
me.
good
and
job.
He
He
was
was
a
a
villager.
villager.
Rare that
Who else voted up
will
then?
jump like that on the
voted
first
up.
night.
I voted.
Braden voted up. Chris, you said you voted up?
Yep.
Connor?
I voted up.
I voted up.
No. Sorry, I did not vote up. I voted down.
Oh, you voted down?
I voted
Yeah.
up. I thought Peter was good.
I only have 2 names on my suspicions. That's very hard, and that was part of it. Like I was hoping that I would be more suspicious of people by now, and then I only have 2 suspicions.
Yeah,
One is a very soft suspicion. That's why I don't want to throw out there yet. The other one is still Chip. Chip still. That's why I vote for him down every time. It's too.
I was going to ask you that, Gil. I mean, your argument was we didn't want to keep the Daniel argument going. Like you obviously then it was between, in my opinion, Daniel and Chip. Then
That was my 2 choices. It was my 2 choices.
Why not Chip?
Why not Chip?
Well, because I thought if Daniel was the werewolf, we had more chance to nominate Chip and get rid of them. I just thought if Daniel was the werewolf and he survived the night, he would be around for a while. And it was a mistake. But I also think I got flustered with so much talk about him and not him himself, but about the whole situation of the disease thing there. So I just thought about, since I'm suspicious of Daniel, I'm just going to get that out of the way.
Oh, sorry, real fast.
I'm still suspicious of Chip.
He died at night. Do the werewolves not, it has to be by the werewolves?
So the werewolves killed Jess, but I had already used my power to save Nick.
Sure.
So and then they killed Daniel.
Will get their killed tomorrow.
They will get their
But
killed.
only if he is killed by the werewolves.
So yes, to clarify, the disease would only be affected if the werewolves had killed the disease.
Okay. That would be.
And we haven't killed any werewolves yet?
Sick break.
Is that true?
No, we have not.
We have not killed a single one.
Yeah, so if we don't kill another werewolf, you guys should be nominating me.
Hey, it's Chris again. Long time no see. I just wanted to go over another little blip there. As you can tell, we had a 5-minute break. Some people needed to walk away for a few minutes, and it took a little longer than we thought, so I decided to just cut out the whole break because it was 5 minutes. Nobody was really talking about the game.
Thinking.
Yeah, resume.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, we're back.
Soon I'm gonna need a nomination. So
When discussing
All right.
thinking that Peter was innocent or guilty, Trey and Chris, I noticed, had a bit of a wistful smile. That maybe, yeah.
When I thumbed him up.
It was wistful. I have suspicions of Trey as well.
Honestly, Trey kind of always smiles. So
Yeah, that's who I am.
kind of what I've noticed.
Stop being nice, Trey.
Stop being lighthearted.
Jerk, so nice.
Look, right. So far, the werewolves were very happy to let people like me, Daniel, Connor, Gil, Joseph argue with each other, and then kill everybody else because they're like, these guys, okay, they may be villagers, but they're arguing with each other. They're raising a lot of like suspicion amongst themselves.
That's why I'm thinking it's quiet people now.
That's the one. And again,
Chris is pretty quiet.
Yep.
earlier,
But like, yeah.
I think it's quiet people
Andrew,
too.
that's
I'm
not
just-
acceptable.
You have werewolf in your name. It's hard to like just not throw suspicion at you.
I
It'll
absolutely
eventually
think that's
become
why we're
true.
alive. Like, I think it's a little bit of a tell of who the werewolves are. If they start voting out people who are pointing fingers at other people, the quiet people, I mean, we have nothing to go off of killing. Like, those guys getting killed, that makes so much sense that they're killing them.
Yeah. But I mean, right now we only know Andrew is good, Caesar is good, and Gil. These are confirmed villagers.
I'm the mayor.
Well, I do want to say though.
You're just the mayor. You're not. Doesn't mean anything.
That
Yeah.
means bad.
We may have made
The
a
politicians.
I mean, do we like? So like again, I honestly think my husband is on the village team, but do we think the werewolves picked him, or do you think they said no? Like they know who it was. We don't want to pick the.
I would hope
No
Yahoo
one
would
had
have
the time,
vetoed
yeah.
that, but
I sort of think
I
they
mean,
had the
that's what I
time
think
to
they did.
discuss it.
I feel
Yeah.
like it would make sense. Like, I mean, I didn't think about it until somebody else brought it up, but I think that does kind of make sense, but I'm not sure.
I know, like I feel like Andrew and Caesar are safe too. Like Andrew's been telling us different things about it. Like
I think
Caesar,
John
he's a
is
town
safe.
crier. Yeah.
I'm gonna try
I'm
something.
suspicious of Ryan though.
I'm gonna try something real quick here. I don't know how this will go. I might just die, but I am the doppelganger. The person I picked hasn't died yet, so it might be risky to come out. But the werewolves might hope that the person I picked is a werewolf, and that I'll be added to their team. Odds are, though, I picked a villager, so I would still be on the villager team. So I'm not sure what that's going to cause. I'm not sure if that's going to get me killed by you guys or the werewolves. But I figure I'll come out as that.
If you were a werewolf, you would wake up though. At that point, right?
I would wake up once they die. I become
Once they die, yeah.
Once they die.
Okay.
Yeah, once the player.
No werewolf is dead. No werewolf
Once
is
the
dead.
player-
And we only killed one werewolf so far.
No, I thought
No,
none.
we killed
No,
no.
we haven't killed
killed
any.
zero.
Is it was yeah?
No,
Wasn't
You
Daniel?
like pulled a fast one.
Peter was a werewolf.
Peter was not a werewolf.
Peter was
Oh,
not.
he was not a.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
so I was
but-
right.
He pulled a good one on all of them.
What did I do?
There
He's
was
What's
just
happening?
like, whew.
We just
Peter
said that.
was
we all
not a
got
werewolf.
Here was
He
a double
confused.
fake out.
Gil, if you're the witch, that's why it made no sense to take out Daniel.
No, I know. I actually vote up for Peter, but then later on I thought he was the werewolf. So I may have made a mistake. I have my reasons.
I mean, Gil's not confirmed the witch,
All right.
so if the actual
Moving
witch
on.
wants to come
Yeah,
out. But
we need to move on from the Daniel conversation because
Yep.
Ryan,
that was the reason I picked him.
I want to hear like maybe some thoughts from Ben.
Yeah.
I don't know anything.
I don't really know much more. I am no longer suspicious of Andrew, but I don't feel like we've heard much that has led me any other direction. So I definitely agree with Connor. There have been some quiet people that have been dying, and that makes it really difficult to really know who to suspect and who not to.
So I'm just going to nominate Trey, and I'll tell you why just real quick. Just because I feel like if we think the werewolves are being quiet and not the ones that are arguing for everything, we can kill a quiet person that also removes one person that they can kill for us.
Interesting.
Be confused about. So I'll nominate Trey.
I will second that. John will second that. And Ryan, I'm glad you came out as a doppelganger because you would have been next on my list.
Yep, he's on my list too.
I mean, that still doesn't make him safe because he could have put the werewolf and not realized it, and then
Right. But for now, he's a villager. For now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
or he's playing a really good game. But
I mean,
I don't know, he came out as a Sasquatch that one game, so.
Trey, your defense.
Unfortunately, I don't have any role to claim like I normally do with my defense. I am just a plain villager. My main suspicions were Peter, who obviously we now know is a villager. I have some mild suspicions of Chip, and then a decent suspicion of Paul, but that's just more, he's been quiet and I haven't played a ton with him. Adam, I also have played quite a bit with, but I also know he and I have a similar play style of we're just very quiet. Other than that, I don't have much to go of.
Who said that they were suspicious of Trey earlier? Was that John?
Yeah.
I am too.
Okay.
Is this, which vote is this? The
Yeah.
second, third?
The first vote, but who is
First?
Wait, is it?
Who are we
Who's
voting for?
Yeah,
This
who are you
is,
voting?
this is the first vote for
Right.
Braden.
Trey.
Okay.
This is for Trey.
I think.
Is it for Trey or Braden?
This is for Trey.
Oh, Trey? Okay.
Oh, well, Braden spoke when it was the defense. That was why I was confused.
Okay.
I did?
Okay. On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, sorry, I would have smiled if I would not taken
Yeah, I was
evidence.
going to turn this way when you did it. You need to get my good side.
7 is not enough.
Yeah, I usually
When it was
mute
that
myself
6
when
or 7?
I counted 7.
Okay. Yeah, I was about for 6 or 7.
So our seer has had 5 looks so far.
But the people they might have looked at, some of them might have died, or
I
enough
know.
of them were
I
died.
know.
And there
Like-
were
And
there were drunks. Or
And they
drunk.
could have been drunk as well.
I thought, well, we had
Joseph was drunk.
Joseph was drunk. I hopefully there was only one drunk.
That's not guaranteed.
Right.
The only thing we know for sure. The only thing we know for sure is there was 3 werewolves to start, 1 minion, and they will get another werewolf when
Correct.
That's the only. That's
Right.
the only certainty we have right now. I think. Like there, and then there's soft certainty stuff. 3
we should
werewolves,
have-
but they will get a 4th
Right.
one.
The scholar hasn't died, so the scholar should have gotten some information from
Yeah, that too.
our moderator. And the seer should have gotten some looks, and Caitlin wants to speak.
I know, it's like my teacher side. There's like a raise hand button I keep thinking about clicking. But I'm really curious, like, why people voted down for Trey. Like, I know I wasn't really paying attention who voted down, but like, I've played with Trey before, and I feel like he's playing pretty consistently, like, that he's a villager. Like, granted, I've only played with him last night, but
I just don't have any better suspicions right now, so I thought I'll just go with.
I have a gut. That's just a gut feeling. That's all.
I've never played with him before, and he seemed to just be going along with what the majority was saying, which is definitely fine in most cases, but it just
I also-
seemed like...
I also didn't like
I'll
the.
be very happy
defense
killing
of,
Trey,
I'm just
but
a
not
normal
on the first
villager.
vote.
I also didn't like the defensive. I'm just a normal villager because I just find that unlikely. So.
I only voted for Trey.
Here's
because
what
he
I
called
do.
me
Like
out
people
in
that
his,
don't
uh,
talk.
Wait, Paul, what did you say?
I said I voted to kill Trey only because he called me out in his defense. So.
Steve,
why
can
did
you
you
raise
vote me
your raise your mic volume up? That might help a little bit. You're kind of quiet to me.
Me?
Yeah, why did you vote me down?
Oh,
Paul's mic is very quiet.
For the
mine
quiet
is?
people, because I can't read them right now, I'm doing a 50-50. It's like a last minute. I just A or B, and then I vote up and down, and that's how I'm gonna have to vote for quiet people right now because it's so hard to tell.
Yeah.
I'm not. Gonna I'm afraid of killing a villager, but I cannot let a werewolf just not talk for the rest of the game. That is kind of
right.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's the problem.
I think every game there is at least one quiet werewolf who says nothing.
Someone says it every game, but it's like always true anyway, so...
I will need a second nomination.
Hey, Andrew, can you confirm that Daniel was not the seer?
It was not.
Okay.
So, Connor, last night in our game, you were the cult leader. What was your reasoning for picking the people? Because we do have to think about the cult leader in this game as well.
Yeah, first I went like the first night, second night I went for quiet people. Then I just started going for people where people were like, yeah, you're good. Like if people were saying like, I think this is good, and everyone's like, yeah, in agreement, I went for that person. I also went for werewolves if I had suspicions of werewolves. Like I wouldn't think like me, Chip, Gil, people who were talking. There's usually people that go on the chopping block. I would not have picked us.
I'm gonna nominate Ben.
I'll second.
Was there a second?
Yeah.
Yeah,
there was.
Ryan seconded. Ryan, you second that? Okay.
I mean, I'll be honest, I don't know how else to defend myself. I've done it like 3 times. So I'm a villager. I can't really say anything other than that. But I know that's a crappy defense. That's all I got. So.
Who nominated on that? Andrew.
Ryan seconded? Is that what I
Yeah,
heard?
Ryan seconded.
All right. 3, 2, 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And there were 18 votes if I counted correctly, so that would be enough to kill. And
He's gone already.
Yeah, he's very quick.
Then the villager.
Was a werewolf.
Oh,
All right.
Yes, finally.
We're sure this time?
You're welcome.
I was
You double check for us.
Just call it
please.
out.
I didn't pay
Okay,
attention.
John. Okay, John. I'm gonna scratch your name from my list.
I'm sorry, guys. If you can all go to sleep, and we will start with the scavenger. These are the roles. I'm sorry. I will do that. Okay, everyone's muted now. The scavenger. These are the roles that are available for you. If you could select a role. Okay. Go back to bed. Seer. Who would you like to learn about? Okay, thank you. Bodyguard. Who would you like to protect? Okay, thank you. Wolf or wolves? Who would you like to kill? I'm sorry. Could I see that again? Okay, thank you. Once more. You're that. Okay, thank you. Alpha Wolf. Would you like to recruit the choice to join? Thank you. Witch. This is the player that is being targeted. I'd like to save them. Thank you. Would you like to use your kill potion? Okay, thank you. And then the priest. Would you like to bless a player? Okay. And then last but not least, the cult leader. Would you like to add somebody to the cult? All right, thank you. And we can wake up.
Hey everybody, I'm just going to tell you that if you don't want to hear any spoilers or aren't watching at night, that you should skip ahead about 30 seconds right now. Alright, now I just want to give everybody else a little rundown of what happened. They chose to kill Adam, the werewolves, then they chose to save Adam and turn him into a wolf. They also got a second kill that they found out later because the wolf cub was killed. They then decided to kill Andrew. However, he was protected by the bodyguard. So Andrew died for a second, then he came back to life. It was a long little process that it turned out to actually nobody ended up dying that night, which is very confusing, but that is what happened. And then I'm going to let you go right back to the show now.
Oh my God, he's back.
What is happening?
Andrew
I'm very confused.
So I'm very bad at doing this. Hopefully you're
Andrew's
enjoying
also
it.
a witch.
Andrew is the new Jesus character.
That's why I said I would. That's why I thought that they had. That's why I said I thought that they protect Andrew, but then they couldn't protect again. I thought that maybe he protect Andrew the time before, because that was the obvious option for the bodyguard. I was surprised when Andrew died. And the only explanation is that maybe he was saved the night before, and then
he was saved.
But he was saved killed, so maybe don't point out the ways it could have gone wrong.
Here's the thought though.
Oh, we
'cause
have to think those.
The wolf cub could have still died. The alpha wolf could have still turned someone, and the bodyguard also saved someone.
That's possible.
So this is like crazy.
It is nuts.
Hey, Mr. Mayor, because
Yes.
it was like unanimous, almost a unanimous vote. Why?
Make fun of me now.
I teach reading. we read stories all day long. But what are you thinking? I feel like you've been quiet in the second half of the game.
My suspicions right now, Jojo, Paul, and Adam still on my suspicion list, but in that order, most suspicious to least.
Andrew, you're muted.
Because I don't know, you just seem quieter than you normally are. I know you've talked a little bit, but it's still.
I don't think I am. But
Kwame, what's your read on Chip?
I think Chip's good.
I think Chip's good too.
Good. I'll throw my suspicions out. I suspect Paul, Steve, Adam, and I believe there's one other. And that's specifically because they voted to kill the person before we killed Ben, and then they voted to save Ben. So I would like to know.
Can I say one thing? Because I've heard Adam's name 3 times, so I feel like there are suspicious of him.
Just can't
read. One thing I'm going to say.
Here's my list.
I think Chip brought this up. We all were arguing a lot, and we were saying it's probably a lot of villagers arguing with each other. Adam was the one that tried to diffuse that whole situation and get us back on track. So
that's true.
The only reason why I kind of cleared Adam after he did that.
I can defend myself on those last votes. I voted Trey because I was suspect because he had seconded Peter previously pretty quickly after Caitlin nominated him.
That was because I had strong suspicions of
Right.
him.
I know. And Ryan's logic and John, I kind of trusted when they both said he was suspect, so that's why I voted down. Ben just totally fooled me. I thought he was a villager. I've seen him play, and he's usually that quiet, so I had no.
I just want to get my suspects out and hear their reasoning. So,
Who else voted? We voted up on Ben. Not that I mean, again, I think we were all kind of
down on Ben. Caitlin, Trey, Adam, and Harriman voted to kill.
I voted to kill him.
Caitlin, Trey, Paul, Steve, Harriman, Adam, and obviously Ben voted himself up.
Hey, so real quick, Andrew, if you're the Daner, then did you learn what specific role the werewolf had?
Wolf Cub.
Wolf Cub. Okay, so we can confirm that was it.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, good thing that's
confirm that.
Well, with Andrew coming back, it was kind of that's.
Yep.
So,
can I?
Bodyguard.
I'm glad I came back.
Bodyguard picked well.
Hey, Yahoo. Rule clarification.
Or they churned him.
Rule clarification.
Or Andrew's a werewolf now.
I'm listening to John's rule clarification.
Yeah.
After an alpha wolf changes somebody, do you let them know immediately the next day, or do they find out the next night when they wake up?
I have messaged them. They know.
You've already told them.
So I do want to say this. I think we made a little bit a mistake by asking Andrew what that person was. Unfortunately, I do think the werewolves are going to kill you tonight.
That's
because we know the bodyguard protected you. That's why I kind of didn't want you to say.
I know that.
So, Andrew, I think you really should come out with all your information because I do think you're going to get killed.
He did.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I will clarify if you want me to. So, Caesar, we know it's the crier. He could be someone bad, like he could be with them, but I don't.
No, I'm not with them. I'm good. Yeah.
I'm not. I'm just saying he could be, but I'm just. You're a crier. We know that. Joseph was the old man. Peter was just a villager. Daniel was a villager. Jess was the priest guild. We are pretty sure it's the witch, unless he's playing really well and fooling us all, and the witch is for some reason being quiet because they're saving powers. Ross was a scavenger because Nick was a villager and Ben was the werewolf cub. As I said, I suspected Adam, but I understand why. I still want to hear from Steve because I suspect him, and then I still want to hear from Paul because I suspect him.
I suspect Steve too.
Well, okay. I have a village role. I would prefer not to come out. I would like to know if this would be a good time. I think after This is, I think, day 6 for the Seer to come out with information.
It would probably be a good time for the Seer to come out with it.
Unless a lot of people they looked at died already. But.
Unless it's everybody that we already have confirmed.
But we have we would have the possibility of a Frankenstein, and we have a possibility
There's
of
no
a
Frankenstein.
There's no Frankenstein in this. Okay.
Possible doppelganger, depending on.
The doppelganger, and Ryan claimed to be the doppelganger.
Yeah.
We're not sure what role he.
Hopefully, he didn't pick Ben.
Yeah, did you pick Ben, Ryan?
I did not. The person
Look me in the eyes and tell me that.
If he did, why would he tell us?
Why would he tell us that if he did that?
Did we not want Andrew? I'm sorry. I had already had a list of people that he had said. Did he tell us what role Ben had or not?
Yeah. Werewolf.
Yeah, he was
werewolf.
Oh, he was a werewolf. Of course, he was a werewolf.
All right, Steve.
Can I just say, and I know this might be a little bit cheap because it happened right at the very beginning of the game, but I've been a little bit suspicious of Gwami the whole time because of him telling Yahoo to send us back to sleep, and the things that he forgot was the minion and the cult leader. So
I think he's a cult leader.
I agree. I mean, Gwami should be alive unless it's like a very meta leader.
Here's my suspicion. I think Gwami is either the minion or the cult leader.
Yeah, me
I have his name. Here's my suspicions right there. Gwami, Adam, Steve, Paul, and Chip. That's my list right there.
I have him on my list for a cult leader for a while.
He's probably the cult leader because he wouldn't have known if he was going to become the minion or not before.
So
if he's the cult leader, I'm okay with him living because I'm okay with joining his cult.
Oh, okay, Andrew.
Ryan, did you choose me by chance?
Andrew to my list.
Yeah, Andrew. That's
so since we're throwing suspicion around and we have no information, I'm going to say.
But I don't know if I've already joined the cult because we don't get to learn.
So my suspicion is Gwami to be the minion or the cult leader. And then I was suspicious of Adam. I'm still shaky on Adam, so it's a soft suspicion. So they'll go on that very seriously. I'm very suspicious of Steve.
Yeah.
I'm a little suspicious of Paul. And Chip convinced me a little bit, but there's still something right there. So I didn't want to say those names before because I'm not 100% sure. The only one that I'm very strong about is Gwami and Steve. So that's all I have.
What are your thoughts? I want to hear Paul speak because, as I said, I suspected him because he voted up to save the werewolf and down to kill the person for him.
And he has his hand raised.
Yeah, I just want to know what he didn't
Who, me?
No,
Paul.
Oh, Paul.
Yeah, apparently I'm on like everybody's list right now. I've been trying to vote up for the most part. I voted down for Joseph, and then because I was confused with the killing on the first night, and then he added me to his werewolf list. So I've been trying to vote up for the most part. I voted down on Trey because he called me out randomly, and then I just voted up on Ben because I've been voting up. I am on the villager team. I used to have power. I do not have power anymore.
Okay. That makes sense.
Oh.
Which role is that? Scavenger?
Okay.
Question for Yahoo. The doppelganger, if they chose the person who the alpha wolf switched, do they become a wolf or do they get the original role?
I'm sorry, say that again.
I would say whatever role they died as.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So the doppelganger, who Ryan says he's the doppelganger, say he chose Gwami, and Gwami was originally the seer, but the alpha wolf changed him into a wolf.
He would become a wolf.
He would become the wolf.
He becomes whatever the person is when the doppelganger effect happens.
Okay.
There's an important attribute that didn't come out yet, and it would be time to come out to help the village. The possessed.
I was just thinking that, the possessed, yeah.
Wait, I want to ask Ryan, did you choose me by chance?
I did I didn't nominate you. I just said I was suspicious of you.
No, I meant for your doppelganger ability.
No, I did not.
Okay. Yeah, I'm the possessed.
What is the possessed again?
I count as a werewolf, but I'm on Team Village.
That's why you said we should kill you.
Is there any reason to not think it was Daniel, though?
No, Daniel was the disease.
Daniel was diseased.
Oh,
I was the possessed.
Yeah, that's what I was confused about.
Unfortunately, also we cannot confirm that because I believe Andrew does not find out the attributes. He only finds out roles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he probably was, but there's no way to know 100%.
Nobody else is claiming possessed?
Did you say you found the priest already, Andrew?
Yes.
Say that.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And
There is a chance that the bodyguard didn't save me and Jess blessed me. Like that.
so I'm trying to figure out which role that Paul is claiming.
Priest and Witch are the only two that I can come up with, Gil. I've
Sounds
been looking at my notes as well, trying to figure that out.
Right.
Andrew already said
Jess
Jess
lost the priest.
Like I'm
Right. The
Yeah, I'm not sure what he's claiming either.
So either
I
Paul.
thought-
Gil's a liar or Paul's a werewolf.
I think I nominate Paul.
I second that.
started.
Wait, Andrew said someone was the priest?
He
Yes.
said Jess
Yes.
was the priest.
Oh, I didn't hear that. I didn't write that down. Sorry.
Jess was definitely the priest.
Okay.
Okay, I did hear a nomination in a second.
Is this our first one?
Yep.
So we're voting for
First one.
Paul.
Well, he can have a defense first.
Okay.
Let him
Yeah.
have his defense.
So like I said, I am on the villager team, and I used to have power. I don't. Andrew might know what I'm talking about. But
Just say
I'm
what it
just
is, then.
now a useless
I don't have power
villager.
anymore.
If you don't, just say what it is because no one believes you.
Right. Exactly.
We'd rather kill a werewolf than you. So if you don't have power now, you might as well tell us.
What power did you have?
Yeah. Why wouldn't you reveal information?
Yeah, I have no.
Because
Good. Sorry.
That doesn't help.
Yeah.
Okay, but somebody already seconded that?
Yeah.
Oh shoot, we should have thought this through before because I'm still unsure of if you
Well, we
could
can
actually
always.
be a
It was the first vote. We can come back to it.
Okay.
I used to have power. I
Tommy
don't.
and Trey.
No, hold on. Either Andrew is not the person, the denier to know who everybody is. I suspect that he is, or Gil is not the witch, but I have been playing as though he is, or
I'm the witch. Yeah.
priest. So, or Paul's lying. So
When I say I had power, it's not like strong power, but it's power. kind of.
Well, what is
There's no role.
Here's John. Well, we need
It-
to vote for it.
it's the hunt.
I'll defend myself to John afterwards, but yeah. 'Cause
Uh,
Paul got seconded already, so we got to vote on him.
Yep.
now.
I'd say choose me if you.
All right, 3, 2, 1, vote. That's 7. Take it quickly.
I have to say, Chris, during that vote, your screen got a lot darker and it was kind of creepy. Like your background.
That's not enough.
I think he's safe.
So this was the first nomination, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt like there was a lot of confusion. So unless people know something I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's why. That's why I don't want us to do second nomination before we think which
Yeah.
role he could be.
Why'd you vote down though? Like
Why'd you vote down?
I just vote down
Didn't
just
kill,
because
and then we didn't have it.
I vote down because of.
Okay.
I'll tell you later on why I vote down. But I got 2 new suspicions. I'm just gonna watch 2 new person, then I'll tell you why. Which role he could be?
It's not Seer. It's not Bodyguard. It's
What
not
role?
Hunter. It's
Oh,
not
hold on.
Vampire.
Hunter. Excuse
I'm
me.
so I'm just gonna throw this right down out there. I'm very suspicious of Chip right now,
What does Scholar do again?
You're
no.
wrong.
and
every day.
I
can't
added
lose
JoJo to
Scholar.
my list.
I'm gonna nominate Ryan.
There was a rules
I'll
question.
second.
I
Yeah,
believe
Scholar.
Chip asked what the scholar does. The scholar gets information from me every day. I had a
I know
list
what the
of
scholar
things that I was going to message, and they're getting that information every day.
So.
I'm
does-
nominating Ryan.
That's not an old power that's still alive. So the
Yeah,
only
but I guess
power-
that depends on what information they got. Like I would say the scholar probably would come out, but it depends on what they actually know.
Yeah, I
But
don't know.
I don't
nominated
think
Ryan?
the scholar that would.
I
still-
nominated Ryan.
I think a werewolf should second this.
No one's gonna second the Ryan nomination.
That is low, Gwummy.
I tried.
Yeah, I would love to hear why I was nominated. Though, what was the reasoning?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Oh boy.
Here we go.
Ready for this?
I had power.
there you go. Thank you, Chris. We should have figured out there's only one role that had power that no longer has power, right?
That's the witch, I think.
No.
No, it's the priest.
They choose to use their powers.
Mm-hmm.
Someone doesn't choose to use their power. Theirs is foisted upon them when someone else dies.
The
Oh.
doppelganger.
The doppelganger?
But why wouldn't he come out as the doppelganger then? Why wouldn't he?
It's not doppelganger.
Not doppelganger.
Brian already claimed doppelganger, so.
That's what I'm
Paul,
saying.
you're confusing me so bad.
And nobody contradicted that.
There is
So
no like.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I thought Paul was trying to slyly
Priest is
contradict
the only
Ryan.
role like that, and we know he's not the priest unless there were two priests.
he
Okay.
had a chance to contradict Ryan, and he didn't.
I think I might have an idea, but
Wait.
yeah.
With
I just want to
information
throw out there
Andy
that I accused
might have an
JoJo
idea.
and she didn't defend. She just started
But
talking
everyone
about
moved
something
on.
else. Yeah, you moved on and you never said anything. That
Yeah.
was weird to me that I accused you
If
and
you
you
want me
just
to
moved
defend,
on.
here I go. So I understand that people are saying I've been more quiet. I really don't think that I have, aside from at the beginning when everyone was at each other. And I honestly think that in some games, like this is back to a conversation that doesn't really matter anymore. But the whole like, do we kill on the first night? In Sasquatch kills, yes. In some games, no. In this game, I could see it going either way. It ended up how I probably would have rathered it, which is that we didn't kill anyone because we always tend to kill a villager plus the werewolves kill a villager, so it just seems like stupid. But I don't think I've really been quiet, so
That's not the reason I'm suspect of you. It's just that
Why
I throw your name just for the sake of it, and you passed on. You just breezed
yeah,
through and it
because
started
nobody
like
else said anything about it. I mean, come on. If somebody said, I think Gil's horrible, and then, I mean,
oh, they will
nobody
be
else said
right,
anything.
but that doesn't that's not the point.
I'm gonna nominate JoJo.
I'll second.
Who seconded that?
Bummy.
Harriman.
Or no, Harriman. I thought it was
Harriman.
Bummy.
Not
I almost did. I was about to.
Oh.
Do you want to defend yourself?
If I'm wrong, they're gonna kill me on the chat.
Basically that, I think I don't know why I would have defended myself when there was a whole nother conversation going on. I was happy to defend myself as soon as you mentioned something. But again, if there is not a ton of suspicion on me, I don't need to put more on me for any reason. Whether I was a werewolf or a villager, no matter my role, I would obviously want to stay alive.
How come you and John have voted pretty much identical, I think, the entire time?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I've voted really well and consistently, and I don't see a reason to be suspicious of me, but
Did
do what
anybody
you will, I
write down?
guess.
Did she vote down on Ben?
For Ben. Which way
Yes,
did
I did vote to kill Ben.
You both voted to kill Ben, so.
And just so you know, I wasn't suspicious of you before not defending. I was suspicious of you. That's why I throw your name, and then just the way you reacted, just kind of higher my suspicion.
That's the reason why I nominated her.
Is this the second vote?
Second.
I'm wrong. I'm not nominating anybody anymore.
All right, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 is enough to kill. And JoJo is a werewolf.
And I guess I think the other person.
So now I can tell you, Connor. I was watching.
You actually can't. You actually can't say anything.
Sorry.
It's okay. I forgive you, Gil. Okay. So anyway, we're gonna go on. And these are the roles that are available to the scavenger. And if you'd like one of them, feel free to take it. Okay. Next is the Seer. Who would the Seer like to learn about? Okay. Next is the Bodyguard. Who would the Bodyguard like to protect? Okay. Next, if I could get the wolf or werewolves to wake up. Next on the docket would be the Alpha Wolf. Would you like to turn the target to a werewolf? Okay, thank you. And then we have the Witch. I need to show the Witch who the target is. And ask if you would like to save this player. Thank you. And then I would like to ask if you would like to kill a player. Thank you. And if you go back to sleep, next I would like to talk to the priest. If the priest could tell me if they would like to bless a player, and if so, who? All right, thank you. And then last but not least is the cult leader. Thank you. And that would be everything. And then I have to inform you that Paul died, and also Andrew died.
Wait, what?
And
Yeah. We've had 3 nights where 2 people have died, right?
Yeah.
How is this?
Well, okay,
No,
so
Andrew-
unless the
No.
Andrew night,
We're
it
both
wasn't the,
villagers, right?
unless the Andrew night was the confused was, he was not the cub. So that why he had to bring the Andrew, and now
Well,
JoJo was
Andrew
the
said
wolf
he
cub.
was.
Yeah, but Andrew said he was the.
But Andrew said he was the wolf
wolf
cub.
Yeah.
Oh, he did.
He was the wolf cub. How do we get 2 kills tonight?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, let's move on.
Maybe there's more than one wolf cub.
There's
Yeah, so
there's probably
Ayahu said, I may be lying. So
Yep.
there are things we don't know about it.
Yeah, he could be a big liar.
I don't know, that's why I'm like really worried right now. I'm like, how many people are actually what?
Okay, so
Well, first time was Old Man. And then Witch, you used your power, right?
You talk to me?
Yeah.
So no,
I
Nick
hope
was
so.
Nick was voted to be killed on the first night,
But
and
I
then
mean,
they saved him.
You killed
Then they
Daniel,
vote again.
right?
They vote again. Yeah. Then Ross, and then I killed Daniel, which was I realize now that I may have harmed the village with that kill.
That's fine.
It was between
That's
it was
fine.
between Chip and Daniel. I was confused between the 2 of them. I was sure
It's
we were.
okay. I'm not like calling you out. I'm just trying to figure out how the 3rd death happened.
Yeah.
The third double death.
Okay, real quick, because I know some people were suspect of me, and I voted to save JoJo. I trusted her. I thought she was good. I'm the hunter. At the beginning, I said I had a role, but I didn't. You shouldn't vote me out early because a few people on my suspect list, but so far every werewolf has fooled me, and I voted to save them. But
I didn't want to say that earlier, Adam, because I didn't want the werewolves to remember that, because I've screwed that up in previous
Yeah.
games. That was another reason why I did not think Adam was bad. And I think we kind of forgot that he said that earlier.
No, I
had
remember.
it on my
That's
notes,
Does anybody
He was
want
on a
to
good list.
say they're the hunter, or are we good with Adam? Anybody else?
So we have 2 werewolves left,
Just
right?
checking.
There
So
were-
my strongest suspicion is Steve right now.
Yeah, Steve. And I still got that thing for
I
Trey.
think we have 3 werewolves left
should have
because
one,
I think we started with 3 and a minion, and then we
okay, right,
killed
right.
one.
Oh.
And
Yeah.
then when we killed
And don't forget, I count as a werewolf too.
I was
Oh, yeah.
going to bring that up.
Yeah,
That Guam
Gwami
is
too.
potentially another werewolf.
Yeah, we have to be careful when we at some point we need to kill him. It doesn't need to be right now, but we can't wait too long too, right?
Right,
Yeah,
right.
I gotta watch our numbers.
So the
Watch your
numbers.
numbers. Make sure we have somebody in mind for the next mayor.
Who beside me voted to save Joe?
I
voted to save.
I did.
Yeah.
But I
did
didn't
too.
suspect her. That's why.
Braden, Adam, Caesar. That's all of? That's everybody?
No, I think there was more.
Um,
There were more.
It was It was
There
like
there
12
was
to
I voted
18,
down.
so
I
it was
voted down.
6.
John, Braden,
I voted down.
Steve,
Yeah.
Ryan,
Steve.
and Adam.
So let me explain why I voted down on the previous vote, and everybody was asking about it. I was suspicious of JoJo and Steve, so I voted down because I thought if it was too far off, people tended that fraction of second that you can't catch. So I thought if it looks like there's more people trying to vote down, they would take a chance to kill people. And that's the reason I did that. So it doesn't seem like it was overwhelming, so they would not go along. So I thought they saw a chance. They need to start killing people during the day too. So my reason to vote down was and that's how I catch JoJo. And that's why I brought her up.
I'm really glad you did, because I didn't think she was, literally until I heard her defense. It wasn't a defense. It was more like, this is what's happened during the game. And that was the only reason why I was like, I'm nominating her. I want to, that doesn't.
All right. Okay. Let's get to information. There have been like 7 nights.
Yeah.
Our Seer should come out
Yeah, Seer.
pretty much like it's,
And Scholar.
I would think
that's
so.
a crazy amount of information. If the Seer hasn't,
Well,
come
unless
out by
they
now,
picked a lot of dead people, that's the problem. But yeah.
I mean,
Scholar-
we need to start
Scholar has easy
clearing
vote
ourselves at
as well.
least and eliminate by. And there's been at least a couple of conversions potentially. So
And I'm sorry to say, Chip, but I'm still suspicious of you. I may be wrong, and I be
You are.
heavily wrong. I just didn't cross. I still think Guami is either the cultist or the minion, but now he came out, so that changed. So we'll figure that out because now I know eventually we're gonna kill him.
Yes.
I would cross him off of my list because we're eventually gonna kill him.
Can I get a question
Yeah,
answered?
I don't think he's
So-
a culprit.
So Paul said he had a power, and then he didn't have it anymore, and then they killed him at night.
Wami
But he-
said that. I really thought he was the hunter.
I was
didn't
thinking
kill
Hunter
anyone.
too, but if he didn't have it anymore,
he
you're
would
right.
still have the power if like.
But he also didn't kill anyone right now.
Yeah, he would have.
But
That was a
he
crazy
had-
choice for the
I still
werewolves
don't
to
know.
kill Paul.
Yeah, well,
What Paul is.
Paul dug his own grave.
So I haven't played that many games of Werewolf. Like, I'm still relatively new to it. Is there a role that you can, besides like looking at our list, that you can lose your role? Like, is there a way that you can lose your role?
yeah, the
during-
witch and the priest can use their ability, so they don't have their ability anymore.
Right.
Okay, it's just-
Correct.
Yeah,
so that's what I was like confused
maybe
about.
he was another
Oh.
drunk and he considers that a role, but that's not a role. That's an attribute. So anyway, I think we
Yeah, it
should.
was a trait.
Well, I think the word he used was power. I don't think he actually said role.
Right. Yeah,
So-
you're right. You're right.
I wanna
Maybe
go back to something-
Lycan? I don't
something Braden
know.
said, and
We
this is a
wouldn't lose
question,
that.
I guess, for you, Ayahu. The old man died based on the number of werewolves or werewolf team. So, like, the minions on the werewolf team, was that part of how many days he was alive? Just the
Let me check.
Okay, that's fine. Because this is, I think this is important. That's the difference between, I think, having 3 werewolves or 2.
I
That
suspect
is-
it's werewolf though. I think
No one said the scholar died, so the scholar should have a bunch of information right now. Seer should have a bunch of information right now.
The scholar may have died already. That's the problem.
The scholar may have died. Do we know whether the seer
Well,
is likely to still be alive?
The information
They
is?
both may have died last night. It
Wait.
could have been them too.
No,
Yep.
no. We know what Andrew was.
Oh yeah, Andrew. Yeah. I didn't remember. who
And he
died.
didn't say the seer or the scholar died, so they're both alive somehow.
But
No,
it's
one of them could be dead.
possible that the seer or the scholar have become the minion. So
Yeah, that could
That's
be
true.
I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't bluff some information, but I would.
I have to say though, despite that the Chip is a villager or not, I don't know how he's still alive. It's
I think
bugging.
you're
It's in the back of my head. It's bugging me that he's still alive. But I don't want to.
because you're
Like I
putting
made a
suspicious
mistake
on
with
him.
Daniel. I made a mistake with Daniel, and I think that makes me conscious now.
I feel
But
like,
I feel like that I don't understand why he's still alive.
I feel like Chip is offering enough information.
Yahoo's gonna say something.
Yeah, so it turns out I did count the minion in the beginning answer.
So then there's 2 werewolves.
Only 2 wolves to begin with.
There's only 2.
There was
No.
only 2.
But there's a turn one, the one that got turned.
Right. But I'm saying he made it 3 nights, which would mean 2 werewolves and the minion.
Well,
We
let's
killed
count night 0.
werewolves already, so there should only be 2 left.
He survived day. He was
Okay.
night 0, night 1, night 2, night 3. So
2 werewolves and the minion.
Hey, Yahoo.
Okay, what day did he die on?
3.
Fourth day.
Or your fourth day.
Which was after the third night. Okay, I thought that he died on the fifth day. I was just doing the math. If he died, so the information should be there. The information that would have been there was that there were 3 werewolves, and I don't know where it got lost or whatever. But
okay, that's what.
Okay.
Plus the minion.
Plus the minion.
Plus the minion. Plus the person that got turned by the.
But the minion did not
for
count.
purposes
2
of
wolves,
counting
1
Joseph.
minion left.
The minion does not count
Werewolves do you
towards
think are
the.
left then?
I think there's 2 in the
So there's 2
minion.
werewolves and a minion right now.
2 werewolves and a minion.
Plus the
That makes sense.
cultist. Plus the cultist.
Unless JoJo was the minion. JoJo could have been the
I'll
minion.
just win with us. Who gives a damn? You know.
Is there any reason why we wouldn't just nominate?
Yeah, the cultist doesn't matter in this game.
I think
Well,
I
no,
think
the
the
cultist
whole
can win by
confusion.
himself.
I think the whole confusion with Andrew was that it was not the cub. I think JoJo was the cub, and that's why we got 2 kills the next night.
Or there's multiple cubs.
No,
Yeah,
who
I
stole
think
it
there
was
might
the
have been
No,
2 cubs.
Remember, Andrew confirmed the wolf cub was killed.
Yeah.
No, there might be
Yeah.
2 wolf cubs.
There might have been 2 wolf cubs
There could
and an
be
alpha.
2.
That's what I'm saying. We got 2 kills, and that's what I say. Like Ayahu said, I may be lying, so I think JoJo. Either there was I didn't understand what happened to Andrew, or there was 2 cubs, and that's why we got another kill. Because I think that would be more balanced.
Alpha wolf rule question. When the alpha wolf finds out that they became an alpha wolf, do they know who the rest of the wolves are, or do they only learn that when they wake up that night? So the alpha wolf was informed that they were the alpha wolf at the beginning of the game. The person that they turn. Throughout the game, they eventually
the person they choose.
So
choose
so
the person.
first the werewolves choose a werewolf, and then after that, the alpha werewolf decides whether or not to recruit. And in the morning, that recruit finds out that he is now a werewolf. Does he also learn at that moment who the other werewolves are, or does he have to play a game in the dark for a day? Yes, until
in the dark
for a day. He will learn who the other werewolves are
Didn't that
at night.
happen? That happened last
By
night.
now they know.
Yeah,
So
now
they know. They know already. Yeah.
Yeah, they know.
You already know who you are, John. So you probably know the other one as well.
If the werewolf,
Gil played that very well yesterday. Of like, okay, let me ask this obvious question I already know the answer to.
if the werewolves were particularly coordinated, who would they have chosen to turn?
Somebody that was already cleared.
Caesar, Gil, Andrew.
Caesar, Gil. That's what I'm thinking.
I came out because I thought there was a risk. I normally get
Maybe
killed very
Ryan.
soon, so that's why I was afraid not to. I used my powers early because I was afraid to get killed and not get a kill. Again, I'm regretting that right now. I think I made a big mistake. My question is, how much would hurt the village if we kill Chip and he's a villager? Is that going to be like a really bad for the?
Yeah, we're still at numbers where I think any villager is important, and here's why I'm
the only villager we can pull out is Guami.
Yeah, why would you not want to kill me?
The only
first?
Not right now. I mean, we
Not
can
yet,
wait one
not
day.
yet. I think
we can wait to kill
The
them.
math doesn't say to kill you yet.
another night, right? Like, because let's say we're gonna vote somebody out. If we vote somebody out tonight and somebody dies, that's 2 less. We're saying that there's 3 left right now: the minion and 2 werewolves. And then Guami. That's 4. Where are we at?
4.
So let's make a list. So we have Adam as the hunter. I'm the witcher. Who is alive? Guami is.
I'm a town courier.
Whatever the
Ryan's
That's-
doppelganger.
mayor.
I think.
Caesar's the town crier.
Well, but that doesn't mean much, right? They
Yeah,
could have
I'm
turned
with
him by now.
Just means he cries all the time.
That's right.
Isn't it? It could be
By
that
my
he got
notes-
turned because it's white.
I didn't get turned. I'm still a
I did
villager. Good guy all
consult
the way.
my timer, and it is time for us to begin nominating.
Can I ask one question before we get to?
And I'm going to agree with everyone that I do think Caesar and Gil would be the most likely to turn just because we cleared them. I've had Steve on my list for a little while. I think he's asked a lot of questions about how many werewolves are left. Again, that could be just he's asking those questions, but that struck me as odd earlier. That's the only reason why I have you down.
Print screen before I die.
I can't hear you.
I
want to hear what Harriman has to
Caitlin
say.
John.
Harriman, what were you saying?
I just have one question that I think we're overlooking. Paul was a villager. He died. He claimed to have a power, but not to have it anymore. So that's only a few roles, both of which have been claimed by other people.
Well,
is there any plausible way that either Gil isn't a liar? Like what's?
Well, he would have come out. He would have if he didn't come out, that would be a
When
big,
he was
big
on defense, he
mistake
would
on
have
his
came
part.
out when he was
I'm
on
not worried
defense.
about it.
And we
I
know
really
we know
don't
for
know
sure.
what his goal was.
I'm gonna say that I'll grant you I may be being turned afterwards. I won't scrap. That is still a possibility. But at that point, I killed Daniel. It was pretty clear that I killed Daniel. So that was my proof of why I know I'm in The Witcher now.
Yeah.
I can't defend myself after that because like really there's like
Okay.
everybody's
But we
game.
still have Bodyguard.
Did
Everyone-
someone nominate Steve, or were they just asking, or did someone
To
just?
tell you the truth, Adam is the only one I trust right now, and I hope I'm not wrong. Everybody else is suspicious. I just have people that are more suspicious. I would turn
trust
at this
Adam.
point I would turn myself, Caesar, Caitlin, and maybe even Wami if I was the werewolf. So those are people of
Wami
suspicion.
already
Now
counts.
Steve is my heaviest suspicion, so I have Steve.
I have
Chip, I don't know why Chip's still alive, and maybe I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah, you've been wrong a lot. So.
Caitlin, I got suspicious of her because I thought she was a good option to be turned. And then John reacted weirdly. It could be that it's just a fatherly figure. I don't know, that he came up and tried to protect JoJo a little bit. So he got.
I did trust John in the beginning, especially with that speech. Like,
Yeah. So
yeah.
JoJo, I was one of the early on, like the second or third day. I said that I pointed out JoJo was being quiet and different than usual.
He did. I didn't know.
But when it actually came down to actually voting for her, I was like, I can't do it.
Yeah,
But
all that information for me is mute now because that whole thing changed. So I have to take new suspicions now.
So
I'm going to nominate because it's getting
Yes,
late.
go ahead.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
sure,
Nominate
we need a
somebody.
nomination.
That's important.
I'm going to nominate Steve.
Yes.
I'll second that.
Okay,
Wait,
well,
is this the third one tonight?
This is the first.
This is the
First.
first nomination.
So that's the problem.
I need
Yeah.
to start putting lines underneath these.
all right. A couple of things. First of all, Connor, early in the game when you were suspicious of Chip, I was the one who backed you up on that, and I agree with Gail that I'm not sure why he is still alive. But I don't know how many werewolves there still are, but I have information. I'm hoping that the Seer is still alive, because I think if the Seer is still alive, then with the information I'm going to give you, maybe you can piece some of this together. So I'm the scholar, okay, and Joseph was drunk day one, and Chip was also drunk. Now I misunderstood, or Yahoo gave me conflicting information about Chip. So early on, I thought he was the werewolf, but I think Yahoo's information was no, he's not telling me he's a werewolf. He was only telling me that he was drunk. Okay, so the problem, one of the problems we have here is that there's a role that Yahoo didn't tell us about, and it's an ancient werewolf. So it's going to count as 2 werewolves for the game end condition.
On the werewolf team.
Thanks, yeah.
Wow, explain that again. Wow,
Dude,
Okay,
that's awesome.
So he created a
That's
role.
3 pieces of information.
He created a role. The ancient werewolf is a role in the game that counts as 2 werewolves for the game end condition.
Okay, that's 3 pieces of information.
Okay, and then he told me there's a dream wolf. The dream wolf becomes a werewolf when the first werewolf dies. I think I think didn't we? Wasn't that?
That was not
know
the
that?
list.
No, there was no
This game is over.
Okay.
Oh man.
Hey, what are you doing?
So evil.
He really wanted the werewolves to win.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to tell you another reason why I'm going to do this. So we also know that John is the lichen. So I assume that means that he's a villager. But if the Seer has seen him, then he's the lichen.
Who's that person again?
John.
Would I know I'm the Lycan?
I don't think so.
No.
I do. I do.
You wouldn't know. You would not know.
You would not know.
Okay.
Okay, I'm telling you that.
Confirm that.
Okay. The minion was just a villager. So again, I don't know if we kind of knew that or if that makes a difference.
Does that mean that the minion doesn't know?
No, they know. The minion knows.
The minion knows, yeah.
The minion would know.
Oh,
The minion was messing.
Okay.
But it means they're not the seer, which is good.
Yeah.
Okay. And lastly, what I'll say is that Ryan told us that he was the Doppelganger, and that is he's telling the truth. So I'm hoping that there's the Seer is still alive, and I think that if the Bodyguard is still alive and they protect me tonight, then I will should have another piece of information tomorrow.
Well, on the good side, that means that like Caesar and Gil can't be the minion because they're just like that. That's what we're kind of coming with that, right?
Right.
I could. Alpha Wolf could have turned.
Oh, and same with Adam.
Right.
Nobody's
Alpha
safe
Wolf
right
could
now.
have turned. Could have turned.
I'm trying. I was
Dream Wolf.
I was trying to save the maybe another night also of the Seer by coming out. I thought either me or the Seer would have to come out by about now. So that's my defense. Please save me, Bodyguard. Please save me tonight. I'll give you more information.
Okay, so we're voting. We're voting on Steve?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Certain passion
3,
defense.
2, 1. And it
Steve,
looks,
if you're lying,
looks unanimous. If
That's
it's
an
not
awesome
unanimous.
lie if you lying.
You know, with that information, not one piece of information, anybody has any contradictory information, not one piece of information.
Would the
So-
ancient wolf like to verify
just
that
mean
they
that you were
did
good at
Game
it.
writing.
Yeah, that just means you're a good
Would the
liar.
ancient wolf like to? What do you think?
I'm not that good.
I have a couple of questions.
I'm going to make up that there's. I'm going to make up
start.
that there was an ancient role of the a role of the ancient werewolf that we didn't know about.
So I have a couple of quick questions.
Wait.
Go ahead,
Can I
Caitlin.
hop in there? Okay, thank you. So now that we know that there's an ancient wolf and Guami has come out as being the possessed villager, is that what it's called, right? Where he's on the werewolf team. Does that mean we want to kill Guami then? Because like I'm getting nervous if one wolf counts as 2 wolves.
And there's a dream wolf too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that means we're at like 4 or 5.
thought we were
And
down
that's
to
why
like
I wanted to
three.
come
Right
out.
now,
The
either we are
numbers,
at
the
the
numbers
like
are coming
5.
out not good. It's not like there's.
Now.
Someone suggested there was like 2 werewolves left. I needed to come out. That's obviously that's not true.
Yeah.
I definitely needed to come out. We were debating keeping Guami alive this round.
I think either we were absolutely sure in this round, or that might be the time to kill Guami.
Yeah,
What do you
I'll
think,
nominate.
Guami?
It's the safest one.
Do we
So the-
know who?
Let's
Matt,
not
we
rush.
still
Let's
don't-
not rush in it. That just
You know,
maybe-
and if we kill Guami, by the way, then we could nominate somebody who we know is safe for now, who's going to have 2 votes for the village. So
That is-
We don't know. We don't know anyone's safe because of the Alpha Wolf.
right.
Well, you know, if you take the information, I know that John is the Lycan. I know that Ryan's the Doppelganger.
They could have been turned. That's the
Yeah,
point.
the doppelganger could have turned himself.
Can I
into a
ask
werewolf.
one
I
thing?
think I learned. Well, at least I learned about John pretty
We already
recently.
did vote, right? Yeah.
Why did Caesar? Did you vote down on Steve?
Yeah, I got confused with Yahoo not saying to go, and I just got confused.
Oh,
Player
okay.
mistake. Yeah.
Can I ask how many people has played the game with Nick before?
Nick P.
Nick P?
Yeah.
I think I have.
Just okay. Thank you.
Everyone except Caesar, Brandon, and I.
So we could nominate John as the mayor because we didn't know that he was safe until now. If we trust Steve.
Yeah, but again, we don't know anyone's safe. We know what Steve told us is true, but the Alpha Wolf.
We shouldn't kill.
I'm just
Kwame
saying
yet.
that Alpha probably
Unless you
didn't trust
trust
John because we trust John because they didn't know that we trusted.
Yeah, he
John.
could get killed if I'm safe tonight. Then you know, if we said John, that's the most recent information I got.
Oh, I don't like that.
Then he could get maybe he's at risk.
So right now, with the information we have, there are a minimum of 5 things that count as a werewolf. Right? So we start out with at least essentially 7 with everything that's turned. We've only killed 2, so that's a minimum of 5. That's terrifying.
Keelan, did you say you nominated Guam?
I don't think.
I would say
No,
Harry,
I didn't finish it.
Trey, and Caitlin are the ones that are like least confirmed of everything, both in their actions and in information that we've received.
Repeat the list.
You were drunk though.
cut
Did you
out
get a
there for a
roll
second.
after you were drunk? Because you were drunk.
And Caitlin.
I hear
Didn't
Trey
hear
and
him.
Caitlin. Do the first 2 again, Chip.
Harriman and Chris.
I agree. I
And
agree.
you. And you,
I
right?
disagree.
And you. Because
It's
you were
something
drunk.
I will have
You
to
were-
tell you more
You
about.
you were drunk, so did you get a roll?
I was told I'm not drunk anymore.
They're
And that's a very- and that's a very
absolutely
good thing
confirming
to-
what I told you.
like, you're now regretting that you haven't targeted me at night?
So I'll nominate Trey, just because he's one of the ones that's been quiet. We don't know about him. We could hear his offense. We could choose whether we go with him or if we go for Guami for a 3rd vote or something like that.
Is there a second?
Yeah, I'll second. And Trey, I need a game reason not to vote you off.
Yeah.
Again, I am just a plain villager. I am trying to keep track of notes. I've been going after what I think are werewolves. I went after Paul because his claim there made no sense to me, because I've been playing that Gil is the witch, and I'm trusting, it was Andrew? Andrew was the DNA, yeah. That Jess was the priest. Again, I have spoken up against my suspicions. I second the one for Peter, which obviously that ended up being a failure. Or we obviously killed him, but he was a villager. What else have I done?
So, Steve, you said Minion was turned from a villager?
No, I said that the hold on, let me double
A
check.
villager turned into a minion is what I meant. Oh, I meant to say it, yeah.
That's what he said.
As in a plain.
That is important information.
Yeah.
That means the werewolf chose a villager to become the minion.
Hold on, let's see if
I think that's what he said.
Well, I guess at this point.
All right.
the minion was just a villager.
Okay, so we don't have a special role as
I
minion.
feel like he's a little nervous.
I mean, I'm worried that if you guys kill me, you could just flat out lose this. So
Why?
just the numbers. We have an alpha wolf out there, or not alpha wolf, ancient wolf.
Okay.
I feel like you
So,
haven't given any information.
I'm going to count down.
This
3,
is vote number 2, right?
2. This is vote 2. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is enough. Trey is eliminated. Trey was a villager.
And you said that you'd tell us if the minion was a werewolf, right?
If the
I would
werewolf
tell you, if the minion dies, I will say a werewolf
yeah.
died.
Okay.
All right, so everyone can go to sleep.
Are you gonna mute us?
I will. And I wouldn't have had you not mentioned that. All right, you're all muted. And we're going to go back to the log. So the scavenger. I am now showing you the list of roles. Please select one if you would like to change your role in for a new role. Okay. Thank you. Seer, who would you like to learn about? All right. Bodyguard, who would you like to protect? Thank you. Wolf or werewolves? Is there an agreement? Very good. And then we move on to the witch. I need to show the witch who has been targeted. And I'll ask if you would like to save them. And then I will ask you if and who you would like to kill if you would like to use your kill. Thank you. And then I will ask about the priest. Would you like to bless a player? And if so, who? Thank you. And lastly, I would like to ask the cult leader to wake up. And if you could tell me who you'd like to add to your cult. All right. Thank you. And I think that was the last thing. Okay, everyone can wake up. And I can inform you that there was a kill last night, and it was Chip.
Wow, this is weird. They're killing people we're suspicious of.
I need to know who voted down on that or who wanted to kill Trey, because that to me seems so suspicious. With those numbers, guys, Guami should not have made it through that night.
I don't
That was the
remember.
safest vote we had. Voting Guami out. We voted out somebody who's on the werewolf, quote unquote, team.
Well, we know we got a minion somewhere.
I do.
I know,
I
but
actually got a new
that was a
suspicion.
shot in the
Most
dark.
of
And
this-
obviously, we missed, but like Guami was a guarantee we got rid of a werewolf vote.
But I had been thinking Trey was guilty the whole time because of how quiet he was. So I understand that Guami was like an obvious easy one, but I wanted to actually get rid of a werewolf.
Yeah, I thought he was a
I'm still
werewolf.
That's why I did.
confused.
And I don't know why we would have nominated him if there was some
I felt
other
like his defense
reason.
was really
Well, I
poor as
thought we
well.
talked about going to Guami on the third one. I thought we just wanted to see Trey's defense. I really didn't think that was going to be enough. But I have
There's a
another
lot of thumbs.
suspicion of Guami. I do think, because Yahoo said you can be an attribute and a role. I do think he's the cult leader and possessed. Guami has been wanting us to vote him out. That time he used his double vote to vote down. So I really think he's the cult leader and possessed.
I think a possessed has to be a villager, which a cult leader would not
I
count.
think he just said it could be a role or a villager.
No,
I mean,
he's-
when he
That
was
he
going through the
specifically
different
said.
roles, though,
Oh, you
the
have
cult leader
roles.
was in the villager.
He was
Hey,
very clear about roles first.
Hey, in the beginning, the possessed is a villager.
Yes, the
Oh, okay.
possessed is a villager, not a werewolf.
But is
I
the-
re-rolled until I got the conditions that I had
is
stated.
the cult leader a villager? They are on a team of their own, is how you described it.
I'm gonna say that I think Connor is the cult leader.
Not.
Is that because of last night, Gil?
I don't think. Well,
To answer your
I
question,
could be wrong.
when
It's
the
just a
cult
slight
leader died-
suspicion again. Maybe I shouldn't throw names so
So-
easily out.
I'll give my opinion.
Go ahead, Guami.
Well,
So
I think
when
John
people
was
were
asking-
accusing me of the cult leader, I was watching everybody, and I saw Chris shake his head. So I'm thinking Chris is actually the cult leader.
100% inaccurate. I was thinking of something else. Not
Okay.
what you guys
Yeah.
are talking about. But no, I understand. I understand. If I shook my head when you were talking about it, it was bad timing, but that was what it was.
Then can you explain, like, you wanted us to vote you out. You know you're the possessed. Why did you vote Trey? Like, you used 2 votes for that.
Well, because of Steve's information.
I was suspicious of him as well.
I know.
Wait, how does
Did
Steve's
Steve get
information
new
prove
information?
that?
Steve,
Because
did you
we
get
still
new
have to
information?
kill a minion, but yeah, if you want to
Yeah,
kill me
Steve,
too,
what new
that's-
information did
we
you
have to
get?
kill me at some point. So yeah,
The new information is that there's 3 werewolves.
When you introduced the cult leader, you said he's not on either team.
Yes,
Okay, so the cult leader cannot be possessed.
that is correct.
Thank you.
So he probably didn't clarify
rest
that
my case.
3 werewolves and not 3 werewolves and a minion, or that one of those was on the minion team, right? So we could have 3 werewolves, one of them counting as 2, a minion.
Oh yeah, no, so that makes the math makes
And
sense.
And the possessed that counts as 6.
The
So
problem is that a
No,
werewolf
because the game would
turns
be
somebody
over.
important.
so we know
I mean,
that.
Steve could have all the accurate information and have been turned. Adams could have
Wait.
all the accurate information but be turned. I could have,
Is that-
but be turned. And that's the confusing part right now.
Yeah,
We
confused.
have to go like with
Well,
Steve,
those,
what new
those numbers
information?
aren't adding up.
We-
Kwame now.
We may
I'll
have
be-
killed the ancient wolf, is what I'm getting, because we would be losing right now. The game would be over.
But yeah.
Yeah,
Steve,
that I don't know.
when you heard about the ancient wolf,
Or
the ancient wolf
because
is
it'd be 5 with the minion, we would lose the game.
There was
right?
a
we would've lost,
I can go back and tell you, but that was a relatively early piece of information. That was, I think, the third night. I was told.
And I feel like maybe because it's a made up role that maybe Andrew wouldn't have gotten that information. Maybe. Yahoo, is there any help?
Yeah,
Or-
so I was giving him the secret roles.
It could have just been
I-
JoJo. I mean, we killed
It could have
JoJo.
been.
She was a werewolf. She could have been that one.
We had 2 deaths that night, so I would.
So we
say-
have 2 nights with 2 deaths, right?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
We've had 3 total
Yeah,
nights
three.
with 2 deaths.
2 deaths.
3 with
I think 1 was a mistake, but I'm not so sure about it.
So what do we think the numbers are?
So-
if Tommy's possessed, do we think the ancient wolf? I would assume the ancient wolf is still in, because I would have assumed Andrew would have said that's the ancient wolf. So that's 3 plus the other 2 werewolves. That's 5. Correct?
No, we have 3 werewolves left.
3
There's
wolves.
3 wolves. So
I'm trying to
either that's an
Minion.
ancient who, either that's an
Kwame.
ancient who's going to
What?
count for another one, which I suppose would mathematically be before.
We would
But-
be dead. We'd be over right now because we
Yeah.
have 3 werewolves. One of them is worth 2 minions.
Unless that's death.
Unless we killed the minion. No, we
Can
wouldn't.
I
have.
tell?
So
Can I tell where I'm
those-
suspicion of Connor? So
and
it's
then
just on
Guam.
the air, like an accusation here. First, the reason I asked who had played with Nick, the way they took Nick out and tried for him twice, it's people that have played with him and knew he was a dangerous player to have around.
Yeah, they met.
And I
Could have
find
been
and
almost
all
Connor
of us.
and Connor to me is like Nick. He plays like Nick, and I start
What if-
counting the night he's been surviving. I have no idea why the werewolf have not killed Connor yet, and that's kind of a weird to me. Like, why would you kill a person like Connor at this point? That's kind of strange.
I thought you said
Again,
you
I
thought
may
he
be
was-
wrong. I have no information right now. I'm grasping what I can
Yeah.
get out there. I'm just surprised that Connor, unless he
Here's-
got
here's
saved
what
a
I-
couple
here's
times.
what
I'm
I
just trying
think.
to understand why you're still alive at this
Yeah,
point.
here's what I think. We haven't heard anything from the Seer. We didn't hear Andrew say the Seer was dead. I do think the werewolves are still trying to find the Seer.
I grant to that is a possibility.
Wait, Gil, I thought you said you thought he was the cult leader. You think he's a werewolf?
No. I'm thinking he's.
Or you
I'm in
think
between.
he's
I still think
something?
I wrote cult leader next here, last day. It just changed this day because he was alive again. So
Really?
then I said I wrote here possible minion or werewolf, but it's a question. I put a big question mark next to it. It's just like I'm just trying to put this out there so I get more people maybe saying no, that's not how it is. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm just like I'm a little confused. Those are the things that I'm getting. And I also wrote that I think Caitlin and Caesar are great people that would have been turned last night, but there's no way to know those things. That's just gut feeling. So that's the problem.
Did Steve the
I agree.
Scholar learn anything?
Yeah, I just told you there are 3 werewolves
Said, yeah.
left.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that was a fact. Okay.
I
That
think
means
we.
probably if we-
Hold on. I got worse news. I just got an update.
Oh.
There are 4. So Yahoo's count. I guess
Oh my
counting.
goodness.
Unless he realized he
Oh.
should tell you that the minion is a werewolf. as
I'm
a
not.
count.
I'm not sure if he's counting like the ancient wolf is 2.
He could
and
be
there's
counting
two
just
other-
the votes.
I'm not.
Yeah.
That may be, but he just updated me and told me that there were 4.
Does it say 4 werewolves or the werewolf team has 4?
I will tell you. It says update. there are 4.
Yep. So it could be
I have a
Guami is
question for you.
one, and then
I
2 or
have
3
at this
werewolves.
point, the numbers.
Ryan.
I feel like we're going oscillating between 5, 6, 4, 3. I just think it's
Wait,
the
what's definitely not 6.
Guami out.
I think
Oh, like,
I think
before we
you're
do
right.
that, like
I think
know
you're right,
Chris,
too.
Like I agree with that, but Chris, I know you were sorry, you're over here on my screen. You were shaking your head at one point, and you like had this like, oh, I have this idea, but we kind of like brushed past it.
That's okay.
Because, like, could you share what you're thinking? So like, I just want to make sure, like, I'm curious what you're thinking.
That would be a mistake. Well, what I'm thinking is actually, I think Caitlin's a werewolf.
Yeah.
I kind of have been at that for a little while. I got a few suspicions why, but I'm fairly confident she's been a werewolf the whole time and not switched.
I actually think she just tried to deflect from Guami as well.
No, like I even just said though, I wanted to nominate Guami the round before, but we hopped on the Trey bandwagon though. No, but I get that. Like this is how I played the last night too, whether I was a villager or werewolf. Some of those things like I like listening to people. Like my background's like pretty much talking to people, like psychology, social work, teaching. Like I just listen. But I'm still on the Guami train. Like that's what I said the last round. But then we nominated Trey though.
That's okay.
Can I?
Can I jump in real quick? Ryan, is your doppelganger dead or alive?
They're still alive.
And I'm going to have to let you know that it is coming up time for a nomination.
I'll nominate Caitlin. I have never nominated someone. I got to do it once in a while.
I'm just gonna say,
I think she is, and I could be wrong. And boy, Yosef's probably sitting there screaming at me saying I should never nominate, but I think she is. Dang it.
And I'm suspicious of her, and I'm tending to agree that I'm surprised that Connor is alive so long into the game here too. So at first I thought he was good, but now my suspicions have been changed because I'm surprised that he's been around so long. And
I thought he was a cultist, but after one more night, now I'm not so sure. I know he's something bad. That's all
He's right though. Why did we get rid of Trey when Guami was obvious vote?
I mean,
Just so you know, I nominated someone.
We're nominating.
No, I was waiting to say that's so we're just like going.
And as I said, like we can always nominate Guami.
I'll
Someone
second just so
said
we can do a
it
vote.
yesterday. I think Cameron did.
It's midnight.
So we're voting for Caitlin.
And which vote is this?
It is the first vote.
First. Right, you guys already voted for me, man. So like, I'll just say my defense again. The last time I did want to nominate Guami, so like I'm really confused why you guys are throwing that like back at me. But it's one of those things where I think we should kill Guami this one. Like he's come out as the possessed. Like we can kill me next round, but I'm pretty sure we should just go for Guami this one as like that confirmed. Like we know for a fact he's on it. Like I'm a villager, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. So I mean, I don't have any special roles.
Werewolf.
Who seconded it? Here it is.
I seconded it, just to get things moving.
All right, so I'm ready for the votes on 3, 2, 1. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I needed 7 to kill. She lives.
I want to go out and defend myself. So I don't know how much people have been paying attention. All right. I voted out, who was it? Ben, the first werewolf. I nominated JoJo when Gil called.
That could be a protection.
That's true.
I've argued for Daniel when we clearly knew he was a villager. I wanted him to stay as a villager. I then was curious why we didn't vote Guami out last round when we didn't know the numbers. I have done nothing but help the village team. Nothing but help.
That is true.
Yeah, I have no suspicion on Connor either.
I don't
But that's the thing. That's why I
too low of numbers.
might be the cultist.
And I don't.
I agree. I nominate Guami.
I second it. We have to, because if we kill a villager that's not Guami,
that is true.
The werewolves will win. He's the only one we know will hurt the werewolf team.
And I want to clarify, I voted up on Caitlin not because I'm not suspicious of her. I want Guami out. This is the way
Me too.
Okay.
Before we do this, I'm gonna give Guami a defense.
Yeah, because Guami have a defense.
Guami's gonna get a defense. No, I'm gonna defend you, Guami. I hope the bodyguard protects me. I'm the seer. Guami checked first night, good. Ross checked second night, good. Problem was, Yahoo told me thumbs up on both, so I thought you were both werewolves for the first 3 rounds. Then he corrected it and came back, and so that's fine. Steve, good, obviously. Daniel was good. He died. JoJo, werewolf. I seconded the nomination the next day. She died, quick and easy. Braden is good. Paul was good. I checked him when I was very suspicious of that nonsense, and he died that night. He was good. And I still don't understand how Paul was claiming roles, but I checked Gil. Gil is good. So your goods are Braden, Steve, Guami, Gil, me, and potentially Adam S., which leaves you.
Was Gil a recent check?
Gil was last night.
Oh, very good.
And if Ryan wasn't on your list, I know he's good.
Okay. So I've been very
So
suspicious of Ryan.
if
the Paul thing.
make a list, and who's not on that list, that's a very short list. That must be werewolves.
Yep. And if the bodyguard protects me tonight after we kill Guami, sorry Guami, we're gonna kill you.
Yeah, they're
We know
likely
you-
going
we know
to
you're
likely
good.
going to kill
Wait,
me.
Wait,
but
so who have you not checked?
So I have not checked Chris. I have not checked Chris, Connor, Ryan, John, Caitlin, or Caesar.
Oh wow. So
Let's clarify, were these all checked before the alpha too?
The order, well, no, because the order was Guami, then Ross, then Steve, then Daniel, then JoJo. So Steve, Steve and Guami were before the alpha. Daniel died, so it doesn't matter. But
Yeah,
Braden,
what are the ones after the alpha? Because those are the important ones.
Braden was after the alpha. Paul was after the alpha, and Gil was after the alpha.
So real quick, it's possible, I'm just going to throw this out there, that it's possible that Harriman is a werewolf who thinks that he's already found the Seers, and he knows that if we don't kill Guami, then they'll win with numbers tomorrow night. So I would still vote we kill Guami because it helps us with the werewolf numbers. He might have another night to find another person if we still have a bodyguard and they can protect him, and we can find that out tomorrow, and then we can try and kill another werewolf.
I believe you, Harriman. Don't worry.
Harriman did also just say after we kill Guami. So I think
Right.
he's
Yeah, I'm not
still
saying I don't trust you. I'm just saying that was a possibility. I still think it's a good time to kill Guami, and maybe we get one more night from Harriman, and then we can werewolves after that.
Okay, I think it's time for a vote.
Who are we voting on?
Man, I never got my defense.
Yeah, you never got to defend yourself.
Go ahead and defend yourself.
Yeah, I'm the possessed. That you guys already know. Yeah. Oh wait.
Nick, you get 2 votes.
Oh yeah, 2 votes for you, Guami.
Got a whole mayor election tomorrow.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
I'm with you, Guami.
Okay, Guami died.
Listen, Guami's still a villager, guys. Come on.
Guami was a werewolf.
Wow.
Wait, what?
Oh, it makes sense.
Guami was a werewolf.
Wait.
I think he was turned, but
We have
we're not
to
supposed to talk.
go to sleep.
Yeah.
Yep, let me mute.
And mute.
I'm doing it. All right. Well, that was an interesting day. First we go with the scavenger. These are the roles that are available. If you'd like to choose one, please do so. Okay, thank you. Next we have the Seer. The Seer can learn about a player. All right. Next is the Bodyguard. Who would the Bodyguard like to protect? Thank you. Next up is the Wolf or Werewolves. Okay. Next, we have the Alpha Wolf, who can change the target if they would so choose. Okay. Next up is the Witch. The Witch gets to learn who is going to be killed. And then if they'd like, they may use their potion to save this player. And then I will also ask them if they would like to use their kill potion to kill a player. Thank you. And then we have the Priest. The Priest can choose if they'd like to bless a player. Okay, thank you. And then last but not least, we have the Cult Leader, who can choose if they'd like to add player to the cult. Thank you very much. And then you can go back to sleep and everyone can wake up. And I have some news for you. We've lost a player and his name is Ryan.
Do we remember what Ryan said?
He was
He
a
was the
doppelganger.
And his person was still
That's
alive.
that's actually a smart kill by the
Yeah.
werewolves.
Yeah. And I think that was taking so long. I'm sure they were debating between Harriman and Ryan.
Hey, Steve, what's your information first, and I'll give mine.
I think Yahoo is still working on it.
Okay. I'm going to hold on to mine for a second, Ben.
So you had said that Guami was safe, but
Guami was checked the first night. It was my first check.
So then he must have been the Alpha Wolf swap.
Yeah, he
switch?
got turned. Yeah.
I don't even think that's the case. I think that Yahoo's just telling us anybody that's on the werewolf team is a werewolf. I think he's lying because he said he was going to lie a lot.
So you, Harriman, just to go over this, you said after the Alpha Wolf happened, you checked Braden. So
yep,
Braden was good. And was there somebody else? Gil?
Braden, Gil, and Steve.
Okay. So based on what we were saying earlier, we thought the Werewolves Alpha would choose Gil or Caesar. Obviously, they chose Guami. Is that what we're saying?
Yes, and that was my list. That was the me, Caesar, Guami, Caitlin, or yeah, that was where I had it.
Is it?
Oh, and we have to vote for.
But
it
got thrown away when he said. I got confused about the whole only villages could be. I confused that with. I thought he couldn't be nominated as well, so that's why I didn't.
We should have
When do we
figured out
elect a
that
new
Guami-
Mayor.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Yahoo.
What up?
When do we elect
Mayor?
a new mayor?
When do we elect?
Oh, yeah, we should do that now. So y'all can message me. So, okay, yeah, I think I'm caught up with everything. Y'all should message me your vote, and then we'll go from there.
I was gonna say we should have caught on that that Guami was a bad guy because the votes were against us. So it made sense that he doubled as the same person. Yeah.
Like with Trey.
Again,
Yeah, I think it was later on he was.
You
picked.
pointed that out too, Connor.
Wanted to vote himself out a lot. Then we voted Trey, and he used his vote to go down. Like I was like, that's why I said cult leader. That was the only reason. But then John clarified he couldn't be.
So the good news is we get another night of either me or Steve. We'll see whose information's more valuable right now.
If he was a werewolf, why would he call himself out as possessed? I mean, then he knows he's definitely getting killed.
He gets more nights because we would wait as long as
he
we
got
could.
turned though. What's up?
And John is won by a landslide.
Who?
John is the new mayor.
Why?
Did you clear? Did you clear
Sorry,
John?
why? No, I did not clear John.
Yeah, why did we pick
John was a
There's a lot of werewolves in this game.
Yeah, that's why, because I didn't check him. Because Steve said he was Lycan, so I didn't check.
Yes, and I can tell you. So just let's see if I can tell you. I learned that day 6.
Learned what, day 6? I'm sorry.
That you were the Lycan.
Oh. I think John's good. I think he.
Right, if he's a Lycan and we believe Guami was turned later
and that's
on.
why I voted for Jen, because I wanted him to have the 2 votes.
Yeah.
All right, that clears actually.
Yeah,
That
I
was a
voted for him
question
too
I
because
had.
I knew
Quick
he was
information
dead.
today, Steve.
John, you're out the list.
And my information, I think, is probably less valuable. And the reason why I think it's less valuable is because at the beginning of the game, Yahoo said he had a list of information that he was going to be giving the scholar. So it's not been adjusted, let's say, as the game has gone on. So, for example, what I now know is the scavenger is dead. Okay, I think we knew the scavenger was dead. So, I would say that is not a current information that might have been given if a Yahoo was adjusting the information as the game went on. Probably very difficult, if impossible, for him to do. So I appreciate that. So basically, I don't have a lot of good information for today.
Are we all in agreement that Guami was the Alpha Wolf's recruit?
Yeah, because he couldn't be
Yeah.
in the beginning because the Ayahu said that
Wasn't drunk,
he
so.
have to be a villager.
I just want to confirm that.
Is it possible he could have been the Dream Wolf?
He could have
To
been the Dream
clarify,
Wolf. That was late too.
I specifically said that all the roles but drunk could not be werewolves. I did not say that werewolves could not be drunk.
But I know that that Chip and Joseph were the drunks.
Is it
So there could have been
possible
more.
that they're drunk? Is it
There
possible
could have been-
Guami was drunk early on?
All of us might have been.
What a plot twist to the game.
You think they picked him as soon as he was elected as mayor?
I think you would have to infer. Ayahu didn't tell me how many drunks there were. He told me that day one Joseph was a drunk, and that day two Chip was a drunk.
But sorry, Ayahu, if somebody is possessed and die, they would not be called out as a werewolf.
They would be called out as a villager.
So, is it even possible that he was?
So I think
possessed?
he was possessed, but I think the Alpha Wolf turned him. Which
Yeah,
makes
that's my
me feel
guess. That's what I'm
better-
thinking too.
Which makes me
That's
feel
what I'm-
better about Caesar now as well.
That's right. I
I
told you, it's a good guy all the way.
Ask that. I feel better about Caesar too.
I did not suspect Caitlin prior to her defense. After her defense, I am almost guaranteed.
He is for sure a werewolf.
I can promise you that she's a werewolf.
Yeah, she's for sure a werewolf. Yeah.
We're running out. We're
All right.
running out of choices because there's so few.
I'll
the
nominate
numbers-
Caitlin again.
Okay,
Let's get this over with. We'll go to
Second. You got to start killing werewolves one by one.
So all I was going to say was that if I knew last time there were 4 werewolves and we killed Guami, we still got 3. So
Oh, and we'll have 2 left.
unless yeah.
Unless he
real
counts
quick.
the minion as a werewolf
it-
or the ancient wolf as 2.
Right, exactly, which I don't know that fact.
Before we vote, real quick, Harriman, because chances are the werewolves will try to kill you tonight if you die. Who have you not checked? Connor and Chris? Are those the only 2 left?
Caesar and John are the only people I haven't checked. John says he's a Lycan. He's going to be mayor. Connor, I don't know. Chris, probably a werewolf. Caesar, pretty trustworthy since we called him a town crier. And
Just call me a werewolf. It
It
hurts.
Matt says you're a werewolf. But that means hopefully maybe the bodyguard was smart enough last night to not waste it on me because they knew they were going to try to kill me. Maybe they didn't. Who knows?
Did you check Adam?
Caitlin gets a defense.
Yeah, I was like waiting. I was be like, for
I'm the
time
hunter.
guys,
Oh,
I
I did
really
not
have
check
to
Adam.
go to the bathroom.
Correct. I did
so,
not
like,
check
I'm
Adam.
just gonna
But
say
the hunter
like,
hasn't died, and no one's
if I
kind
really
of
have to go to
claimed
the
hunter.
bathroom, guys, like
Go
I'm
ahead.
a werewolf. Like I'm not even gonna like defend myself. Like I really have to pee. So like I'm like not even gonna try. Like it's not even worth it.
On
Sorry,
3,
guys.
3, 2, 1. Okay, and that is that. Caitlin was a werewolf.
Okay.
Let me write that down.
Mute us.
Yep. Okay. On to the night. Scavenger. These are the roles that are available to you. If you'd like, please indicate which one you would like to become. Thank you. Seer. Would you like to learn about somebody? Thank you. Bodyguard. Who would you like to protect? Thank you. Wolf or werewolves? Thank you. Witch. This player is targeted. Would you like to save them? Thank you. And would you like to use your kill potion to kill a player, and if so, who? Thank you. Priest, would you like to bless a player? Okay, thank you. And then finally, our cult leader. Thank you. Close your eyes and we can resume. Harriman has been killed.
Bye, guys.
In spite of his pointing at himself.
Well done.
All right. I want to, because I have never claimed a role, and I'm surprised nobody has brought it up. I'm the hunter. I've been waiting for a really long time. I screwed this up the last game and killed a villager, so I did not want to do that when there weren't enough people confirmed. I now know Braden, Gil, Steve. I'm clearing Caesar only because we would have assumed that they would have alpha Caesar, and I really think John. So like my shots right now are 50-50 between Adam and Chris. I would love to hear what you guys have to say about those two.
I don't. Didn't Adam claim the hunter?
Yes, I am the hunter. I
No.
am the hunter for sure.
I 100% agree that it's Adam.
It's definitely Adam.
Wait, you believe that I'm the hunter, or you believe I'm a werewolf?
Oh, that you're a bad guy.
Oh no, I'm absolutely the hunter.
Obviously, one of them's lying.
No, you're not a bad
Well,
guy. Just a
I mean, there could be two hunters, I guess.
Death Eater or some sort.
I don't know.
Um,
My inclination is leaning toward Chris. How many more do we have? Just one or two?
That's a mistake.
I think we
Chris
well
nominated Caitlin.
when Yahoo told me that we had 4, we've killed 2 since then.
Okay.
So, you know,
Be two more.
Hey, Yahoo.
Yes, sir.
If
Typically
we killed
it's-
either Adams or Connor, the hunter can kill the other. Chris is lying.
Chris has never been lying through his teeth. Here's the question. I got a question before you start accusing me of stuff.
Go ahead.
Do we think that the cultist leader got everybody that's out here right now? Because between
I don't think we would
killing
have-
Adam
No,
and
the game would
killing
have ended, didn't it, right?
No, that is
the
not
cult
a
leader
game
has
end
to be
condition.
alive.
Oh, okay.
So do they win in conjunction with the winning team, or do they get a solo win? Everybody else loses.
So their role is totally separate.
Right, I know, but like if the
If
village
they
team
win, if they win, like it doesn't make it so that other people can't win, and
okay.
It's
So it's like a
totally
tie.
separate.
So like the
Okay.
So we don't
you
have to
worry about
necessarily
this.
worry even about killing the cult leader.
You can think about it as it impacts the game, but it doesn't.
How would we even know?
Well, I don't know.
Yeah,
You can just,
If that can,
you'll
I'm
figure
saying, how would
stuff
we
out.
know if that condition is met or not?
Yeah.
Or it's not a concern.
I
It's not
just worry. I
concerned,
would
yeah.
just worry like that would be very bold of Adam to claim that role so early.
I'm going to nominate Chris
Oh,
because
son of a-
he backed up Connor, who I think both of them must be werewolves, because I'm the hunter or wait, is Connor safe? I can't remember who.
He never looked at Connor.
He never looked at Connor. He never looked at Chris. I am
It's
absolutely the hunter.
Caesar, John, and Chris were the ones who did
So
not.
who you nominating, Adam?
I nominate Chris.
Oh boy.
Steve, did you get any
I have
information?
never truly I'm
I rather we hear from Steve first.
Yeah, I want
Unless
to hear
somebody wants
Steve's
to say.
information before I do anything.
I'll let you know as soon as I have something to tell you.
Okay.
Okay.
The only thing that does scare me is all these secret things that Yahoo put into the game. Like, it would suck if Adam and I are both hunters. I know I'm a hunter, and I
hope that's the thing.
I hope that is not the case. But like,
I've made it very obvious that
here's my suspicions, and then you go and
Yeah, I'm
say
on that too.
Now you made me confused.
Werewolf
if we
killer. That's
are
what I
both
just
hunters-
did, Braden. You saw it.
What
That's
was
a
that,
werewolf.
Chris?
That was a werewolf. I just killed him. You didn't see that?
Because right
I am
now,
absolutely a hunter, and if Connor is as well, then that means Chris
That's awesome.
is either the cult leader, or he's to defend Connor, or he's a werewolf. I think. I don't know.
we have werewolves in this game yet.
I have information, and it's gonna mess us up. I just can't figure it out. Okay. I gotta wait to. I've been asked to wait.
The tension is like, I'm just like, come on.
Sorry.
Everybody's
We
just
should
like,
just kill off Adam
Sorry.
and call it a day.
So Caesar is it's probably right, not 100%, right?
It's not
no,
a guarantee.
it's 100%. Caesar's a good guy.
No, I'm sure you're a good guy. I'm just thinking that your role.
I think it's more likely that if Caesar is something, he would have been the minion at the beginning when we messed that whole thing up at the beginning. I don't think he's the alpha. I think Gwami was the alpha.
I do too. Yeah, I'm not
He
the
couldn't
minion.
be the alpha because he was the.
No,
I
meant
understand
like,
the possessed could not start as.
I meant the alpha picked
The
him.
alpha's recruit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
right,
picked
right. The
Gwami.
alpha
They picked Gwami to kill, and then instead,
Yes.
they recruited him.
So Braden was checked afterwards. So Braden is a good. John was the Lycan and was checked after. No, he was checked by Steve, right?
Well, Steve's information.
He knows I'm a Lycan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he was checked. I wasn't checked by he wasn't checked by the Seer.
Day 6. So get my.
The only thing that could have happened is John was turned into the alpha wolf, but I do think it was Gwami. The only thing, like, we have guaranteed based on what Harriman said, because he checked Braden, Steve, and Gil after the alpha had turned.
Mm-hmm.
Like, those are the only 3 right now. I have.
Unless there's something weird, I'm pretty sure
Steve,
Guam
did you
was
get
the
anything?
alpha wolf pick for several reasons. Because he was the mayor. He's a curveball. He tends to leave long on those games. Like, he would be my pick for sure. But I'm not 100% sure. That's what I think. What I think and what I know are a very different thing, and that's the world has.
Thought of something. Was there another mayor? I thought we voted, but did we get?
John.
It's John right now. Yeah.
I just missed that thing.
Yeah. So I just hope that John didn't get turned.
I think we have to resolve between Adam and Connor who we think is telling the truth, unless it wouldn't make sense to me that there would be 2 hunters.
Unless there's a werewolf hunter.
So somebody help me on the math here. I may be calculating wrong. If we take Adam could kill Connor. If we kill Connor could kill Adam, right? So we could pick one of the 2, and still only then have 1 werewolf left.
Yeah. Again, I am nervous.
And a minion. So there's 2. There will be 4 of us left.
Yeah.
Plus a werewolf and a minion.
Yeah. I'm nervous.
Wait.
The only thing I'm nervous about is if we are both hunters, which with this game and everything that's going on, you guys are screwed at that point.
Well, no, because if let's say we vote Connor out, he kills Adam. Adam's a hunter. He kills Chris.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm sorry. Sorry. It's nothing personal, but I'm more leaning of suspicion of Connor than Adam.
Yeah, me too.
I think it was a very bold move. And I could be wrong. I just think that this is strange that Connor never got voted out for speaking out about a lot of people, and he waited that long to come out. That's just seems like a last minute save. But if I'm wrong, you can kill Adam, and then Adam can kill Chris.
No, that's fine.
The hunter makes me so nervous. If I actually was a werewolf team, anytime I hear there's a hunter, I'm killing that person because more likely than not, they're going to kill another villager, which means you get 2 villagers out, which is what I did in Friday night's game. I killed Sonya, and they lost 2 villagers that night. I really wanted to wait until my list got narrow Obviously, if I got killed one night, I had to pick somebody, but I didn't want to say I was the hunter until I had a lot.
Why did you
Connor,
claim to
if
be the
you-
hunter? I
if
was
you're
ready
the
to
hunter,
kill you,
Connor-
Connor. Now I don't know.
Yeah.
For
If
me-
you're really Hunter or Connor, if you're the hunter, just kill Adam because that's who my suspicions at. And if
Yeah.
I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But at least then you're killing somebody I thought was
Yeah.
bad.
For
That's
me,
important.
this is the only drawback of you having claimed Hunter, Connor, is now we can vote you, and either you're a bad guy that we have done the right thing, or you are in Hunter, in which
But
case,
he had to do it because I was about to
But
call
then
him
you're
as a
gonna take
cultist
out-
or the.
but then you'll take out one of the bad guys anyway on your way out.
The one thing is possibly, I know Tom's used it before, is where a werewolf is also a hunter.
A hunter
So
werewolf?
possibly Connor is a werewolf hunter.
And
So he
he's
can
ready
take
to
out-
kill
We've been
someone.
we've been
So
told
if
that
we vote-
role.
That's why I said vote Chris first, because I think
Steve,
the
you
both
said
of them
what?
are.
No, but that math doesn't get added. If we
many
kill
special-
Chris, we go back to sleep. The werewolves get one more kill.
Yep.
Even
Right,
if
but if
we are
we kill
wrong, but the two
Connor-
of you are our best option. So we get 3 kills
Okay.
and 1 shot.
I suppose that makes it. I was just worried that if we kill Connor first, he's going to kill somebody, and then Chris will be able to kill someone tomorrow night.
That is
But
heavily.
I guess we'll still have. I guess
Well, we
we'll
can
still
kill.
have the number.
Well, we can fix that by killing you first.
Kill me first.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll kill Chris. So.
I'll nominate
Did
Adam.
Steve say his
If anybody
information?
wants to second me, that'd be great.
Did Steve say his information that he got?
The information again,
Nobody at all.
not helpful. The
Okay.
seer
I'm
is
going
dead.
all out tonight.
Oh, okay.
The seer's dead. we know that.
I had nominated Chris, but I don't know
Yeah,
if we need seconds. Before,
Yeah,
I'll second that.
for Chris
That's a
or for
mistake,
me.
Isaac.
We're running out of
I
people.
think he's a werewolf. I just don't know if we should kill him right. I think we should kill the.
Who are you
hunt-
seconding, Steve? Are you seconding his
Seconding
vote
you,
or mine?
Chris.
I was seconding the nomination of you, Chris.
Yeah.
Kill me,
Yeah.
Steve.
I don't. It's a game. What am I supposed to do?
I think
At which
you're
point?
the-
At
I
which
think you're
point did the
werewolf,
nomination
Chris.
become one? Before we
We'll
get to Preist.
do it the very next one. We'll start that.
Okay, just so we're gonna have to be careful how we come out with nominations next night.
So after this, you just nomination and that's the vote.
Listen, here's my defense. Who? Ask yourselves this question: who was asking who the seer hadn't looked at yet, and then wonder why they would do that? Let me tell you, because they want to know who they could accuse. Me.
No, because I'm the hunter. I wanted to
all
know
I'm
who
saying.
my options were.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Come, yeah.
I mean, both of our
Come on, guys.
arguments make sense, but I was the hunter and I wanted to know who my possible
Let me
targets
throw
would
out
be.
there that I do suspect Chris to be a werewolf. However, I still think
I think he's a werewolf. My question is this the right time to kill him? That's my only.
I think we take out one of the potential hunters first, who then takes Chris out on the way.
that's my
I think we
guess.
take out one of the
So,
hunters
since
first.
John has 2 votes, I wanted you would prefer to wait, John?
I guess we should vote and see.
Yeah,
what he's-
yeah. I
Nope.
think it's time for the vote. So 3, 2, 1. So we need 5 to kill, and I don't see 5.
I guess the question is, who do we kill?
Well,
I mean,
I think we kill Adam first.
I feel like Connor is the cult leader and Adam's the hunter.
I
know
feel like
I'm
nobody's
not
gonna.
the voter. Not that that
second my
matters
vote
because
if
I
I
don't
nominate
really.
vice versa.
Again, I don't care if the hunter wins. It doesn't prevent us from winning.
All right,
But
it's,
then
it's
we-
almost 1 o'clock in the morning. I have to sleep.
Sorry,
All right.
I'll nominate Connor just to wait.
just real quick. Hey, Yahoo.
Yes.
If the seer asked for the cultist, so under normal circumstances, it's either a werewolf or a villager or a werewolf or a villager.
Yeah, they wouldn't
The
know the
cultist?
cultist.
Would the cult leader be
The cult-
determined
the cult-
as anything?
So the cult leader. Yes, the cult leader will be no, not a werewolf.
Okay, so it's
That's
not.
all. That's all the seer is told.
So I nominated Connor.
Okay. It was no. Yeah, we don't need a second.
Oh, it was after the vote because we didn't kill anybody. Okay.
Well, that was the sentence I said.
Okay.
Connor, any defense necessary?
Nope. You've already heard my defense. I'm the hunter.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, vote. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is enough to kill. Connor was a werewolf.
I picked him early. I have his name written so many times on my papers here.
You.
Sorry.
Okay. Mute us.
Yep, thanks. Okay. Going back to the night scavenger. These are the roles that are available. Would you like to take one? Okay. Thanks. Go back to bed. And next up is the Seer. Who would you like to know about? Okay. Thanks. Bodyguard. Would you like to protect somebody? Okay. Thank you. Back to bed. Wolf or wolves? Who would you like to kill? All right. And next is the Alpha Wolf. Would you like to add that player to your team? Thank you. Witch. Inform you of the target. Would you like to save them? And then secondly, would you like to use your kill potion to kill a player? Okay, thank you. The Priest. Would you like to bless a player? Okay, thank you. And then lastly, the Cult Leader. Who would you like to add to your team? Okay, thank you. So that's the end of the night, and we wake up to discover that the werewolves have killed Braden.
No!
Test.
And
the proper options, yeah.
Braden was a villager.
So before we vote on Chris, we need to make sure the cultist is dead, right? Because
he was.
We still lose the game if the cultist is alive.
Why don't you?
Hey Yahoo, can you repeat, please? You said Braden was
like
a villager. Can you
listen.
repeat that?
You gotta listen. If Adam's a hunter, just kill him and he'll kill me then. Just do it that way.
Why would we do it that way?
Because I'm telling you, as
Why?
the werewolf killer.
Oh, Chris is the minion. I got it. And there's another werewolf. No, we couldn't have another werewolf.
There's one, right, there's one more. There's one more though, right? From the time he told us there was 4, we've killed 3.
Right, but 3, 4. If you kill Adam, Adam kills the minion.
When Connor pointed out Adam, Chris was very quick to jump on that and vote Adam. Yes, go Adam. So Chris.
And he didn't kill me last night because I would have killed him back. Obviously, that's why he went.
I ain't worried about that.
Did you get any more info, Steve?
Hey Yahoo, please confirm.
Not yet.
Hey, everybody.
Let's calculate this before we vote.
Hey, Yahoo.
Somebody's asking me for a question. I need to hear that first.
Hey, Yahoo, please confirm Braden just died. If he were the cultist, you would not have called him a villager.
So I did say that I would call him a villager, so that's what I did.
You did say
the cultist would be called a villager, because the distinction that I'm making is werewolf team, not werewolf team. And I'm sorry, that might not be the right way to do it, but that's what I said I was going to do, so that's what I did.
Okay, I do think he was the cult leader. All right, I would go with Chris myself.
Oh, hold on, I'm when I have
we need to hear
when I
have
another piece of useless information, I'll give it to you.
How are you?
I may have already given this information.
Unfortunately, at this point, we gotta I still have half and half. I think Caesar is good, but I can't
That's
guarantee.
right.
I don't have
Always.
him cleared for me. That's the thing.
I was cleared in the beginning.
I can't
when
think of what
said-
other story.
Yeah, but
made
people
Guami-
change. People
You were
have
cleared before. Well,
I can't think of any other story that made Guami a
yeah,
werewolf.
that's true. Yeah, that's true. Guami was probably, well, yeah.
Yeah. It has to be Chris. Chris is the only person.
No,
to be with.
no.
Yes.
100% no.
Dude, stop lying. You the only
Dude, I
person
never
you-
lie.
you-
When you kill me, you're gonna be so sad that you
Well,
killed
we know
100% honest guy.
we know he's the werewolf, or at least the cultist. I just want to make sure we get this math right. So I think he's. I
either
just
the
don't want to
minion
rush
or-
into it.
He's either the minion or the werewolf.
Obviously, the hunter still hasn't died.
Yeah.
I'm the hunter.
Well, we
I
know that
believe that too. I
that
believe.
became clear
That's why I'm
now.
saying
Well,
I
then
don't know
I'm
what
playing.
Chris's argument is.
Yeah, I believe that Adam
Unless
is the hunter.
He went
Gil, I
to
will
hunter.
say.
Well,
Yeah,
my
I'm
only
gonna say-
my only problem is if his minion or cultist that hadn't died, and I'm trying to make the math to make sure that
Cultist
there
doesn't
is
matter.
no werewolf left before we do it. But if yeah,
I just want to throw this out there. What if the hunter Adam got sterned instead of Guami, and Guami was the dream wolf, or vice versa?
well, did you say, Steve, that there is a dream wolf on the game?
Yeah, there is a Dream Wolf. Yeah,
There was a Dream Wolf.
there was a Dream Wolf.
And a dream wolf starts the game as a villager, so therefore he could have been possessed.
Day 4 info. There's a Dream Wolf.
No,
The Dream Wolf becomes
so help me
a
out, please.
werewolf.
If we
when
kill
the first werewolf dies.
if we kill Adam and Adam kill Chris, how much that would hurt us? Like, what is it? What could hurt us at this point? Because there is 6 of us, so we think there's only one.
There
Max
has to be only
2,
one.
max 2, right?
Max of 2. I think Chris
Think of
is.
max
So
two.
if we kill Adam,
you
if we're
kill
suspicion
me-
of Adam, we kill Adam, Adam kill Chris, and then even if the minion or the werewolf's alive,
Not mess with the hunter. So it's Chris, and then so Chris is a werewolf, and if there is a second werewolf, it's either Caesar or Gil. I don't
it's not
know
Caesar,
why
it's
it
Gil.
would be Gil. I don't know
Not
why
Gil
it would be
either.
Gil.
because
Gil was checked.
Harriman was the seer and he cleared me afterwards.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's the only reason why I feel quite confident that you're not. But that's the only possibility that somebody somewhere made a mistake because it's happened, right? So the only other possibility is it's Caesar. I don't want to take out.
Why did you do that, John?
I don't
Now
want to
you
take another
make
villager
my
out in
head.
the process. Let's not take another villager out in the process. Let
So let's just take
Adam
out
said he
Chris.
was a
Let's
hunter
just
early.
vote Chris out.
I think Chris is the first thing, and then Caesar. If there's still
No,
some
not Caesar. Caesar's a good guy.
Well, but try to explain to me just the math here. If we kill Adam and Adam kill Chris, why would we lose?
We wouldn't lose.
there is a second werewolf. If there's another
Because
werewolf,
you're killing a villager for no reason.
Right, because at night then it would be
right.
That's one,
It'll be
2,
villagers
3.
and
Even
one
if there's a werewolf, even there will be 3 of us left.
No.
2 of us could
Adam
vote to
getting
the
information.
Adam kills Chris.
right, and then even if the werewolf kill one of us the next night, there's 3 of us, only one werewolf left, and we know Steve is good. Then I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
I still don't. I don't think we bother with the hunter. If we feel like Adam's the hunter, why would we bother?
No, yeah. I'm just trying to. It's just that the dream wolf is a question mark right now. That's the only thing. I still think Chris is.
That's why I'm thinking Guami is possibly the dream wolf because he started the game as a villager, therefore could be possessed. The only other person then who could have been.
By the way,
but then Adam could have been turned.
I don't know if it helps, but the possessed was a vanilla villager.
So Guami was the alpha. So we may not have the dream wolf yet.
So I nominate Chris. I don't think anyone had actually said it, but I will.
Okay, well, that is a nomination, and there are no seconds necessary. So, Chris, defend yourself.
Honey, send the kids down here, please. Oh, hi, Daddy. Oh. I'm gonna miss you. We were villagers together, and Gil killed us. Gil did. It was Gil.
All right, I think that's enough. Time to vote. 3, 2,
It's 2
1.
people.
And
No, this is a mistake. You guys are making a mistake.
1, 2, 3,
no,
4, 5 is enough to kill, and Chris does not get 2 votes. Chris was a villager.
That was a mistake. There's no reason why we wouldn't kill Adam. Because
okay, it's night.
Okay, go to bed. First, we have the scavenger. These are the roles that are available. Please choose one. Thank you. Bodyguard. Who would you like to protect? Thank you. Wolf. Who would you like to kill? Wolf or wolves?
Mics are on, by the way.
Okay, I'm fixing that. All right. Next is the witch. This is who is being targeted. Would you like to save? And then secondly, I would like to know if you would like to use your kill potion to kill. Thank you. And then I need to ask the priest if they would like to bless someone. Thank you. And lastly, the cult leader. Would you like to add a player to your cult? All right. Thank you. And we're back today. And I have to inform you that John was killed in the night.
We need to think about this mayor thing because it became important now. I just don't know why we didn't kill Adam last. Even if he was a good guy, that was the right, because now there's so much confusion. And I'm almost sure now that he gets to, if we kill him, he gets to kill one of us.
Adam, if you're the hunter, I think you should kill Steve. That's what I think. I think maybe Steve got the information that he got turned into a werewolf, and that's what took him so long to give us information. I think he got turned into a werewolf. That was some of the information he got.
Not true. So that I think that means we got to go after Caesar.
Steve, are you that good, Steve?
Do we have to do the mayor first?
I wish I'm going to take.
I still think
I'm
we
going to
should
take
kill
it.
Adam first, though, and then
Yes.
Adam kill.
So the first thing we need to do is we need to elect the new mayor.
Sorry, my mouse just froze.
Oops.
Okay. That's all the votes. And Steve is the new mayor. Okay.
That's it, Gil. I think you lost.
If we nominated Steve, if Steve is the werewolf, we lost the game.
Yeah.
That was a dangerous thing to do, elect him.
Right. So
all he needs to do
hold-
is nominated somebody. Well, that would be the tie, though.
Yeah, I'm not.
Well, it'd still be 3-2.
No, he
he's the
gets 2
werewolf.
votes now.
No, but there's still 3 of us. if he's the werewolf.
I'm thinking that the werewolf at this point is going to take somebody out if we get the wrong person. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
There's a
I'm
possibility. I'm not saying it's
yeah,
going to end there. I'm just saying if we pick the wrong person, the werewolf.
Okay, so I'm going to wait for the information just on the off chance that it, helps us in some way.
You do have
So-
information.
Oh,
I
do
will
have-
say what Caesar just said
I
is
do?
an interesting point.
Yeah,
Because the
it was
last
before the
information
vote,
he
so
gave us
just
was really
scroll.
bad.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I do have.
It's either between either Adam got turned or Steve.
Sorry. So the information I have is that no player was ever blessed. So again,
Which
more.
we knew because Jess died before she can use it.
So I'm going to nominate Caesar.
That's a mistake.
Oh, it's the first night. We don't.
That is a nomination. We don't need a second. We can have a defense.
Like I said, I think it's either Adam or Steve. I think it could be that Steve got turned. I don't know. I still think we should vote Adam first, and then But that's my thinking. I think
Okay.
me and Gil are the only true villagers left.
Okay.
I don't know what
vote
to do.
On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1. And it looks like Caesar lives. So
Okay, because we'll have other chances, and I was just afraid that if we get this wrong, that's the game.
So before we send a vote right there, and if you vote quick before we think this through, I'll think you're a werewolf. But just so if we kill Adam, and he's a good guy, who would you take out Adam? Just so any Or you don't want to say? Me?
No, because you got checked after.
I know. I was just trying to.
So you're.
So
What
it's only,
Caesar said about Steve is the only thing that makes sense. How someone is still a werewolf. Because I don't.
I still don't
see
know
how
why we
Caesar
didn't kill
could have-
Adam that night. We should have killed
Yeah,
Adam.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. with that,
okay.
yeah.
Well,
So,
here's the thing, Gil. If I was a werewolf, you're the one that keeps saying that. I would have killed
No,
you.
no. What I'm saying mathematically, you would, if you were good, you would have taken somebody at that point. It wouldn't be so tight. Right now, I can't.
Sure.
I don't know. Right now,
Yeah.
I'm afraid to take a chance on you right now.
Okay.
My
So
concern was if the minion was still possibly in, because I think the only option Caesar had was if he would have been the minion turned at the beginning, because maybe he wasn't in the werewolf camp. So that was the only reason I was like, just kill the werewolf right away with Chris.
okay. So since with 2 votes, my vote will turn it. If somebody will not, I can't nominate Caesar again, but I'm prepared to vote against Caesar. So if somebody is,
That would be a
if
mistake.
Adam or
Gil, that
Gil
would be a
are prepared
mistake.
to
Gil, you're the only one
nominate
I
him,
trust right now. Gil, that's a mistake.
then you know, that's the chances we'd have to take.
I'm gonna,
Because I do believe Adam.
I'm nominating
and
Steve. I'm nominating Steve. I'm nominating Steve.
Okay, that's a nomination. No need for a second. Steve
That's a
can defend
mistake.
himself.
Yeah, well, that would be a mistake because we lose the game if we get this wrong.
It's
Okay.
the only thing that makes sense, man.
Time to vote.
I think we should vote Adam first.
Yeah, that's
3, 2, 1, vote. And I can't see your vote, Caesar.
Oh, sorry.
3 to 2.
I nominate Caesar.
That's it.
Third nomination, and it is a valid nomination. You can defend yourself if you'd like, and then we can vote.
Yeah, I think me and Gil are the only villagers. I think we had to take Adam out first. Adam yeah.
Okay.
That's just it.
Hey, I'm gonna do what I told you I was gonna do.
We lost.
Yeah, we just lost.
I think we lost the game.
Yeah, I think they're
Let's
both.
go.
I think they both are werewolves. Yeah.
3, 2, 3, 2, 1. And you have killed Caesar. Caesar was a villager.
Damn it.
And
sorry.
There's no reason to go on because the werewolf will kill a villager and then win.
I don't understand why we didn't kill Adam. Oh,
yeah, it was rough because you had it, but you didn't do it.
Jesus.
Shame we had to kill Adam first. Yeah.
I'm just gonna say.
I feel so bad, Daniel. I'm so sorry, Daniel.
You guys forgot that you don't have to kill anybody. You didn't have to kill anybody that
So
night.
I'm going to do what people do and mute and talk for a bit, and then I'll let you yell at each other, and then probably go to bed immediately because it's very late. So, first of all, the minion was Gwami, but I didn't select him until after I had informed the Seer, so that was a murky thing. But when I informed him, he was good. And so I'm not really sure, that may have been the wrong call. But then the twists, there were 3 twists, which was the ancient wolf, which counts as 2 werewolves, the dream wolf, and that there were 2 drunks, which I informed the scholar, and I think you did a good job in not revealing that, because I purposely left information at staggered points, so if you came out too early and were killed, it would be costly. Paul died because he mentioned that he was a Mason. He said, I have a power that no longer does anything, which was that he was a Mason, and he was trying to, which was funny then to listen, because like as you're trying to figure it out, I'm like, well, if anybody figures it out and they talk about it, they're gonna die. But nobody ever figured it out. And the Werewolves won. It was a pretty close game. I think I've said everything I can remember, and that's not much because I suck as a moderator.
Who was the hunter?
So the roles, the hunter actually became the alpha werewolf. That was Adam S. And so he stopped being the hunter when he became the Alpha Wolf
I
target.
still don't understand why we didn't vote for him.
I just
afterwards.
wanted to say you get information from Harriman about every one of you.
So-
every one of you was checked. Only Adam was not checked.
Yeah.
So
there was no reason not to vote
That's it.
for him.
That's it. That's the game for you.
Also,
you kill Adam, and
not
that's it.
voted at the end, and you'd still win because Adam outed himself. You just
Everyone was checked. Yeah,
Nobody
everyone
gets
was checked
checked
except for Adam. That's it.
I made a mistake. I'm sorry.
That's it.
It's all right.
It was hard
That's all
because the hunter didn't come out.
It was not. It's not a
there's-
problem, Steve. Like at the end was, I know was a doubt. I think we made a mistake when we didn't vote him right after. Right after.
Well, we didn't have to vote for
Connor.
anybody.
When we
I
vote
think that
Connor,
would-
we had to vote Adam just to clear that out of the air, because the worst would happen. Adam would kill Chris, and we would have plenty of votes to find the. Because then Caesar or you would be the obvious.
So there was
person.
at the end
And it's Connor, because he said he was the hunter.
Connor
right?
and Adam
You
were
killed
doing
it.
a good job of going against each other. You guys really screwed it up there because you were both.
Adam did a really good job, Adam,
Steve
of
wanted
like
to say
fooling
something,
people.
Steve wanted to say something, guys. Let's hear him out. Go.
Adam and Connor both claimed to be the hunter, and neither one was. And is it the case that there really, at that point, was no hunter in the game?
No, he was.
I was the hunter.
He got turned.
But
I
he had
was
no.
the hunter.
Right, I understand,
So
but
when
there
I
was
got
no.
switched-
He got switched, so we're
He
all
wasn't a
looking.
hunter.
We're all looking for a hunter to be killed and take somebody out. So we believe that the hunter is still in the game. So that
That's why we should
possibility,
have-
we didn't discuss that possibility.
That's why we should have voted him in, because there was a big question mark in there, and at that point we have enough villager to lose him. We had enough villager. After that, it just became like.
Yeah.
Then it was a gamble.
I'm just gonna say, Chris earns his title as werewolf killer. He definitely does.
Caitlin, yeah.
Yeah.
Did Yahoo say all the roles? Did he get
I
through all
can
the
if you'd
roles?
like. So
Thank you,
Joseph.
Nick. I see what you wrote. Thank you.
Joseph was the old man. Paul and Peter were Masons, and as I mentioned, that was why I believe it was Peter. No, Paul died. Because it's directly or indirectly, and there was a couple people that almost died, but then as I was listening to them think it through, nobody was actually like thinking that. The thing that everybody was stuck on, it's a power, but I've lost my power, and everybody was like, stuck there. You couldn't figure it out, which was fortunate for y'all.
I tried to
realized
push him
it,
away.
but I
Like,
died.
hey, let's just move on. I said that a couple times when people were trying to figure it out. I was like, hey, let's just move on. 'Cause
Did
I
you know why?
Talk about the
Noticed,
Mason.
but
Yeah,
because
yeah, I
some
do, I
people
do.
didn't. I was like,
I
oh,
legit
I'm
didn't
aware
know.
of I can slide by and everyone will think I just forgot about it.
So then, well, and it's good that you didn't, because yeah. So anyway, Braden was the cult leader, and unfortunately, he died before recruiting his last player. So that sucks, and he would have lost because he had to survive to the end. Caitlin was the Alpha Wolf. Caesar was the town crier. Jojo was the ancient wolf. Jojo, how did you feel when you read your role? It's like, oh, I'm a role that doesn't even exist.
It was,
that fun?
it was cool.
What was she told before then?
I told her what she was and what it was, and that nobody else knew. And then Yil was the witch. Ben was the wolf cub. Jess was the priest. Adam was the hunter. Chip was the bodyguard. Andrew was the denier. Ross was the scavenger. Ryan was the doppelganger. And Steve obviously was the scholar. And Connor was the dream wolf. And I told him that he was the dream wolf as well.
Ryan also became the bodyguard because he doppelganged Chip, but then you guys killed Ryan basically after one night, so it's kind
Right
of
away. Yeah. So I just want to know, did you do that on purpose to claim that you were the hunter, or did you get that Adam did
I
earlier?
completely forgot Adam said that.
It worked though. It really
It
worked.
worked out. I completely forgot he said it. Now I knew.
The
I knew
Wolves had such a clear victory. They were just playing with their food. They were like, "Let's get."
Yeah, I knew Adam was the hunter originally. I just didn't hear him say that.
In the dead chat, everyone was like, "What is Connor doing?" And they're like, "Well, maybe it's brilliant."
Yeah.
thought you were like
Turns out
throwing,
it wasn't.
you thought you were throwing yourself under the bus so that Adam could like vote you down, and then he could look even better or something like that. Or
No, but my strategy though, like I was a villager for a long time because it wasn't until Ben died I tried being the best villager I possibly could the entire game.
I just thought you survived way too long. such a good player cannot survive that long.
Gil-
And then,
Gil-
because first I thought you were the cultist.
Yeah.
But then when you survived one more night, I said, oh no, he's probably.
Gil, I like the sentiment that you saved me, but you probably should have saved that because the werewolves were just going to kill me the next night once they knew that I had been saved the night before. Right?
I was just, my reason is I was afraid I would, like, my average is surviving four nights. So I was afraid I wouldn't get enough time to kill anybody. And I thought if I saved you, they would move on, or the worst part is going after you again. I thought maybe they got something out of you. I just didn't want to lose a villager.
Right, but you killed Daniel, didn't you?
I did. That was a big
Later
mistake.
on,
That set us back.
I knew
And
Daniel was good, like, early.
Apparently, Jess did try to bless Adam, but unfortunately got turned like the same night that she blessed him, is what I read.
So here's where I killed Daniel. I thought that would be a disservice to the village between Daniel and Chip. We will be talking about. So I said, I will kill Daniel now and nominate Chip the next day. But then Chip keeps surviving and surviving and surviving, and then I started losing suspicion on him. I just couldn't understand what.
Here's the thing: like because of the suspicion between us, the night that I died, it was the day after the day that Steve came out, and everybody expects me to protect Steve. I'm like, I know I should protect myself rather than Steve, but then I think if somehow the wolves go for the obvious and go for Steve, and I kind of lose the game for us because I thought Steve was our only source of information right now. You were already suspicious of me. You would never believe I'm the bodyguard, and let Steve die. So I protected Steve, and they went for me. And then Harriman comes out after that because, like, if I knew we had a Seer, I would have stayed in the game. I would have protected myself.
Well, you should have known because I never said that the Seer role was. Came up.
You died, and then a couple of
I thought that the Seer might have been converted.
And I thought the Seer might have waited one more night, knowing that I was already out.
Yeah, you guys got a flood of good information. Like, I was like regretting Steve getting all. I was like, man, if we had killed Steve, we would have won so much.
No, but like waiting till day 7 is way too late. It's just.
And I also believe
fun game, guys. Thanks to Yahoo.
I believe I did not inform Guami. I did not. Did I inform you?
No, I didn't know until like day 6 or 7. I was like,
yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
now
so,
after I came out as possessed, I was like, I wouldn't have came out as possessed.
Well, ironically, coming out as possessed made you much more plausible. Yeah, so I did not inform him, and then I realized at some point I was like, oh man, and I felt terrible because like your game was like already on the line, and I'm like, oh man.
To be fair, you probably would have been.
I hate to say this, but we were discussing some stuff in chat. That's why I asked you. There was some information that actually the priest used his role or his power.
Jess, did you use your role before I killed you? Before the werewolves killed you?
Who, me?
Jess.
Jess.
Jess. Yeah.
They're saying that you used your power and that I didn't. We
were discussing that on chat. In chat.
And then they killed me.
Okay. So if they killed you, I guess I should.
It's the same night that you said, Priest, who do you want to add to your cult? Or something like that.
Yeah.
That's a crazy night.
Yeah. I thought you had said before the game that if the priest blessed somebody and the priest got killed,
I did say that, and if that is what happened, then I have to apologize for that too.
We actually won. The village actually won because Adam didn't die.
Jess, who did you bless though? Yes.
I'm getting
Adam?
Except Braden.
I'm getting another piece of information from a Yahoo.
Wait, but Jess,
the village lost.
Did you actually bless
the information?
Did you actually bless Adam?
Hold on. Who did Jess bless?
Adam.
Adam.
Is fun. So what
So
happened?
he shouldn't have died, and he shouldn't have died, and he shouldn't have turned. Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah. Shouldn't. No. So what turned him? He
died from the werewolves, and then they turned him.
So that wouldn't have protected him because protection protects from killing, not from turning. If the alpha wolf turns, it doesn't protect against that.
Oh, don't they have to kill them first?
No. We could have let him die and not use the power.
So what you're saying is that
either kill or turn. They can choose either kill or turn.
The alpha wolf's ability is that the person that they would have killed, instead of killing, they recruit, and things that protect from killing don't work.
Right?
Okay.
They don't
For that.
raise him from the dead. They just prevent the
Okay.
death and turn him.
Why did you choose to recruit me?
So then how does that make the priest different from the bodyguard?
Because you're Adam.
The priest is
Because you won the
different
game.
With the best werewolf it can be, dude.
Can you hear me, Suze?
Yeah.
Oh, you can. So Adam, like based on the games last night, when I found out I was the alpha wolf, like immediately I was trying to figure out who do I think isn't a werewolf and who like has a role. So I was like, I think Adam has a role. So I'm like, I want him on our team, and I was hoping you're gonna be the seer, but I also know you play very well. I'm like, I would rather have Adam on the team.
Why did you guys kill Nick so early?
What was that?
Why did you guys kill Nick so early? What was the choice?
The first round, because he's just a good player and he was being very vocal, and that's
Get wrecked.
scary. And then
That's
once-
why I asked who has played with him already, because at that
Yeah.
point I'm feeling it's older players that are evil.
Right.
I'm
Yeah,
never
but then-
gonna
but then
make it
once you
past like day
prevent-
3 from now on.
You have
If the
to-
werewolves haven't killed me by day 3.
Nick, you should
They-
get into
yeah,
this Zoom.
if they
Zoom
haven't-
world.
I'm out of here, guys. I'm
Yeah,
Okay,
I had
so-
to correct
See y'all here.
that Gil
Good
and,
night.
and who's the other one? Gil and Joseph were not a werewolves because
Yeah.
of Nick's dying first. I had
Yeah.
that correct.
Yeah. Well, I had it before that. I had it when we were having the big discussion, and they were part of that discussion about like the logic to kill or not kill on the first day.
Part of me
based, but Joseph was on the other side of that. But what I was saying in chat, after I died, I was explaining it to Joseph that because of everyone that was being vocal, I honestly eliminated Gil, Joseph, Daniel, Chip from my list of being possible werewolves. So there was some merit to that chat.
I went through the same logic. Like